defensive rebuild. First tweet on the panel right now. Acheampong and Colwell are regarded as untouchable, leaving Tosin, Badiashile, Chalobah, Fofana as potential candidates for sale, while Sarr remains highly regarded. Continuing on, Chelsea are not actively looking to sell Wesley Fofana. However, he is under scrutiny as Chelsea aim to add 1 to 2 center backs. Fofana is highly rated by former manager Enzo Maresca, who, according to sources, often told him in private he was better than the others. And then lastly here on the Fofana section, Chelsea would need to receive at least £30 million for Wesley Fofana to avoid recording a loss on their accounts. Remember, we signed this player for about £80 million 4 years ago under the Boli takeover. Right? So yes, book loss wise, this is probably around the same price. We could probably get more for the player because of the reputation he came in to Chelsea with. People probably thinking he can live up to those standards again and all that shit. It's likely. We'll see what happens, but this has been the key word, the buzzword of the transfer window for Chelsea. Chelsea are not actively looking to sell, but if a deal were to come, they would entertain it. So yes, that's another way of saying, yeah, they would like some money for this player. However, they don't necessarily need to sell him. But yeah, they would like to sell the player if a proposal were to come. So hopefully, all that happens and Fofana can leave, because with the way we're moving right now, like I said to people, like I told every single one of you that came into the watch along that were here on the last show, Calma Kunde, right? Calma Kunde. Why? Because it looks like we are moving in silence.
Tic-tac. Tic-tac. Tic-tac.
That being said, yes, it looks like we are negotiating and doing deals behind closed doors. Very, very tight-lipped about everything. There are very, very few ITKs out there actually calling it, and 9 times out of 10, they're probably just getting lucky with these calls. Last week, we talked about Palestra, right? It looked like it was just another one that was rumored, no real legs to it, and then boom, all of a sudden, Palestra, here we go. So, a lot to talk about, but Wesley Fofana, one to be considered out the door. Only £30 million, according to Nazar Cancelo, is what we need to get him out. Surely someone will come because we need to start offloading players. We've already signed about one, right? £50 million, give or take. And then there's another one potentially for another $50 million. Money needs to come from somewhere. We need to start to send some people away, which we'll talk about some of those outgoings later in the show. But yes, defensive rebuild, Badiashile, Fofana, Tosin, all contenders to be sent away from Chelsea, and Colwell really seen as untouchable, Acheampong, and so on and so forth. So we'll see how things move in the window, but let's get to the nitty gritty and the meat and potatoes of what you guys want to talk about today. We'll start off with one of the first main event stories. Guys, I've had to change this thumbnail like 3 times today. I had to change it again when I got home in a rush. That's why you're getting a different thumbnail, because the news bomba, the fucking backup of the, the chum bucket, whatever you want to call it.
What do you mean by that?
It's wild. So let's get into the next one. Jacobo Ramon on list. Okay, so this is going to relate now to the Chalobah news. So Chelsea will sell Trevor Chalobah if they receive the right bid this summer. UCL clubs have expressed a keen interest in signing the defender. From Bobby Vincent, Fabrizio Romano, saying here, Justin, Chalobah is a new name for Como that they really like, but the valuation requested by Chelsea is much more than what Como want to pay, and so as of today, no deal is close. Chalobah would like the idea of playing in Italy as of June 21st, just 3 days ago, people, just 3 days ago. Casually, you said we do business after the World Cup. I also said be patient. I didn't really say I probably said we'd probably do business after the World Cup. We'd probably see signings after the World Cup. I predict we don't see anything until Xabi Alonso comes in, but I was wrong. And you know what? I don't really care. I think a lot of people that were in my chat commenting and criticizing what I do as content, I think they got a lot more wrong than I did. And you know what? I'm totally okay with that. I can sleep at night getting the timing of this wrong by a week. I agree. Big up everyone that's showing into the chat. Thank you for the score update, Pierre Romero. I'm not watching the game. I'm doing a solo show, so full focus right now for me is actually on the show. I'll try to put it on at some point, sometime in the show. Big up everyone tuning in right now. I appreciate you guys having me in the background or fully focused on the show. I know there's a big game coming on. I wanted to do this earlier, but people get into accidents in Jersey all the time, and today was no different. So yeah, Chalobah potentially going to Italy. Why? Because he also was, he knows Cesc from his time here at Chelsea. He was a youngster then, but got to meet Cesc, I'm sure. We continue on here. Trevor Chalobah is already subject of inquiries from clubs in England and abroad. He is highly regarded at Chelsea, and they are in no rush to sell him. He has 2 years left on his contract, but there is an option for an extra year. Simon Johnson reporting that. Now we go to Jacobo. A lot of you don't know who Jacobo is. Jacobo is a Real Madrid academy player, I believe, who went to Como. And again, I said this last night in the group in the watch along. Como only conceded 29 goals all season, which is impressive. And this player played about 32 out of the 38 games, so relatively fit, relatively reliable, a pivotal part of that defense. Spanish defender, over 6 feet tall, very physical. So this is looking good. This is looking good. But you know, you hear youngster, you hear a name you never heard of, and all of a sudden the blue co agendas start to come out again. Great. We can't be objective or objective anymore, chat, and it's a sad state of affairs to see in the Chelsea fan base. But yeah, so in terms of Jacobo, Bobby Vincent reporting that it's also on the long list of center back targets Chelsea this summer. Maxime Lacroix also liked, but no contact yet. Which we will come to Maxime Lacroix. That there is contact. I promise you. Pause. Pause on that. Oh, big up, Chris. Anyways, not gonna lie, he looks pretty good, but damn, I don't want another young center back. We'll see. We'll see. Another player Chelsea appreciate in Italy, Jacobo Ramon. He is a player that Chelsea are tracking. They spoke to Como because of Chalobah. So Chelsea and Como are talking. Chalobah was asked by Como and then Chelsea asked about Jacobo Ramon. Real Madrid could hand Chelsea the chance to sign classy Como center back Jacobo Ramon. Jose Mourinho's side are set to decide whether they triggered their buyback clause for their former player this week, according to Graham Bailey. Then The Athletic reported the following. Chelsea are interested in Como defender Jacobo Ramon. The 21-year-old is one of multiple names under consideration as Chelsea explore their options for a new center back this summer. Ramon made... I underestimated how many appearances. I thought it was 32. It's actually 37. So Jacobo Ramon made 37 appearances in all competitions for Como last season under former Chelsea midfielder Cesc Fabregas, helping the side finish in 4th place in Serie A and Champions League qualification for the first time in the club's history. Very important player, very serious player. Then we come back to Chalobah, exclusive for Fabrizio Romano reporting earlier today. Trevor Chalobah can leave Chelsea this summer. Como have sent an initial official bid. Wowie, wowie, wowie. Inter Milan are also interested. Champions League clubs are keen on the player. And then we'll come back to this. But yes, this is happening, people. There is a bid on the table currently for Chalobah. Now, Chalobah is on international duty. Whether he takes his time to reply to this or his agent takes charge of this, whether he wants to even leave Chelsea, which, listen, Cesc Fabregas, I really hope you can get on the phone, talk to Chalobah's agent, talk some sense into him, tell him, listen, come here, you'll be a starter, you'll be one of my better defenders, you could train under me. I understand you want to play for Chelsea, but listen, you can be an important part of my team, and I will play you in Champions League nights. You can help me do something here in Italy. You know, right now Chelsea are in a rebuilding phase. Right now they need money. Chalobah, help us help you, something like that, maybe. I don't know.
Huh?
But I really do. Listen, I like Chalobah as a person. As a defender, I agree with the likes of Latimus Prime coming on the show and saying that we cannot risk him being in this team, even as a backup, because what ends up always happening is he ends up being a starter, and he's not good enough to be a starter. So it is best we move on from Chalobah. We can probably fetch a decent price for him. We can probably, and it will be pure profit as well, which, you know, this club love pure profit. And he'll get playing time. It's a league that's slower paced. It's a league that will probably suit him better. He's already played in France before. He's got Premier League experience. He's physical. You know, he'll do well for himself there. I think it's a better step in his career than staying here at Chelsea. And big up to the Haitians against Morocco. Big up Haiti. I told you, man, Haiti are a pretty serious team. Do not take them lightly. But yeah, big up everyone tuning in. Chris, I know you just got here. I know it's just me, but
it's just you. Just
it's
normal.
just me.
This time it's all Marshall.
This time it's all me. No, I mean, I didn't really fuck up. New Jersey fucked up. Someone got in an accident and caused a really bad traffic jam that delayed me 45 minutes pretty much.
Damn.
Yeah, and in other words, what I am trying to say is that, yeah.
It's time to go!
When you say with Chalobah, if he stays here and he's a star, then that just means we didn't sign good enough centre backs to be a star over Chalobah, and that just shows how bad our recruitment. The only thing I think he stops is us signing more centre backs in a sense. We can still sign a centre back with Chalobah in the squad, but
sure.
It was a Jacobo Ramon, whatever his name is.
Jacobo Ramon.
Jacobo Ramon, like
something like that.
It potentially stops him. Like, I have no idea who he is. Do you?
I know a little bit about him from the very little bit of research I've done. He's a Real Madrid academy.
He'd be a squad player at Chelsea, I'm assuming.
Jacobo?
Yeah.
He'd probably have rotational starts here and there. I would.
Yeah,
I would
he'd be
guess.
competing with the other centre backs, like.
Yeah, like I could see him.
That's what I would assume.
Depending on how our window goes, you know.
It probably stop people like him coming through if we keep people like Chalobah. There's like Dasasi, Tosin, and is anyone else? Badashile, is he still in the squad in our team? Yeah,
he is.
Those ones.
No one is left yet outside of Cucurella.
Those ones have to go first for Chalobah. Chalobah's better than all of them.
I agree.
But I would still get rid of Chalobah. Like, it frees up more space, more money, maybe. The pure profit, like we've heard so many times now over the years.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't think he stops like a starting position unless we just not signed good enough. That's what I say about that one. But
I agree. That is a telltale sign. But
say if we signed, you're probably gonna talk about it, but like the Crystal Palace centre back, he would replace Chalobah, no problem.
Sure. 100%, 100%. Yeah, we'll see. And EE, I think he says Xavi's pushing for the move. The thing is, Chris, as well. He spoke about
Italian players, didn't he? Apparently, he wanted.
Well, according to what I've done a little bit of research on, and you know what, Chris, we'll pull up a little bit of his of Jacobo Ramon's stats. Transfer market, I guess. We'll do that. This guy is 21 years old. He was born in Madrid, so he is a former Real Madrid Academy player. Yeah. Real Madrid Academy, and then they sold him to Como for 1 million euros. And now Como,
how much is he?
Right now, his transfer value is currently at 30 million.
Do you know how much you're asking?
I don't know how much you're asking. I don't know.
Yeah, transfer market's transfer market. You know, like you can.
They're probably gonna ask around 50 million. That's probably what I think of. And just so you know, Chris, just so you know, because this puts a lot into perspective. Jacobo Ramon with Como, he was available for 38 games. Played 37 games for Como, and scored 2 goals, 11 yellows. So got 1 red. So, you know. Defenders do get yellow cards. He was available for 37 games, right? Como only conceded 29 goals last season. in Serie A.
He conceded what?
29 goals last season. Como
In
conceded.
32 appearances are just like almost a goal on average, but a little bit less.
So Como last season conceded about 3/4 of a goal every game on average.
Yeah.
Which is it's a good defensive record.
If he stops like the other centre back we're potentially looking at, I wouldn't want him, just because I don't know enough about him. And if we're playing the back, the way it's looking, we could play back three as well. Just signing the wing backs and centre backs we're getting in. Maybe we'll play a back three. Maybe Xavi wants that. I don't know. It's just
I think he's
hopefully
gonna
he doesn't
play
stop
both.
Other signings. Pardon?
I think he's gonna
yeah,
play
maybe.
both. And the thing about Jacobo that you should know, Chris, as well, is that while Xavi was in Madrid, he knows the player. He's, I guess, kind of trained him and stuff while he was earning his stripes at Madrid, or while he was a player for Madrid. One or the other. Chat will probably know better than I do. And yeah, he actually is familiar with the player. He's a Spanish-speaking player. Very important center back. He is 1.96 meters. So I don't know what that is in American metric system. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah. Is he a ball playing center back? Is he fast? He's strong. He's definitely strong. He's tall. I believe he does. He is a ball playing center back.
Oh, you trying to mean you don't know what that's in feet?
What happened?
With his height in feet?
I think he's good with his feet, as far as I'm
No,
aware.
no. Like you said, 19 something meters, right?
1.96 meters. Yeah.
Yeah, that's about 6'5".
It's like 6'5". Tall center backs. We need them.
Yeah.
We know we need them. We have an issue with defending in our center back position. So yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
yeah, like I think Virgil's like 6'4" or something. So yeah, he is a tall center back.
Yeah. So we will see, obviously. And
How old
chat,
is he? Like 21,
6'5",
I'm guessing?
thank you. 21. And chat, by the way, anything that comes in terms of Fabrizio or whatever, if it was within the last hour, I got it covered. If you got something fresh within the last 5, 10, 15 minutes, feel free to put it in the chat, because there's way too much for me to do and only enough panelists to hold the fort while I'm checking Twitter. So I'm not on Twitter right now. But he's tall. Yeah, good with both feet. Thank you, Axe. I wish CP was here, but CP's watching the Brazil game. He will be able to tell us more. But yeah, most center backs aren't really rapid, but if he can read the game well, then that's even better. But he's young. I don't expect him to read the game well. He'll probably make mistakes as well. But regardless, 29 goals in a season for Como. Especially, it's not Inter. It's literally, Como. Like they're an up and coming team. The quality and the money to back the team and to build a team isn't really there. So to concede 29 goals, which is less. Let me actually look into this. Hold on. Serie A. Let's look at the table. Serie A. Let's see. Really? I gotta. Oh, here we go. Table. Let's see. They may have been the best defense in the league last season. Of course, this thing doesn't tell me. Ridiculous. Okay, how about I just go on Google? How about that? Serie A standings. Okay, goals against 29 for Como. Yeah, the best defense in the league. The second best defense was Roma with 31. So yeah, he was part of the best defense in the league last season. Helped get them to Champions League. As far as I can tell, that's important to me. That's good to me. So we'll see. Any other thoughts on Jacobo, Ramon, or even Chalobah, Chris, before I move on to what you said was Lacroix?
I do hope we move Chalobah, just so, I don't know, people start like being like angry or whatever, like pissed off Chalobah, because he's not the big issue of this club. He should be just backup at best. And if he started, then we didn't sign good enough. That's all.
I agree. Okay, well then in that case, guys, let's move on to the next topic. And this is the big one that one of the big ones that a lot of people are talking about, and it's the Lacroix deal.
By the way,
This is happening. And honestly, I could be on stream and the Here We Go could drop. So chat, if you see it, let me know. Send the link. I don't care, or just let me know and I'll find it. But like, this is heating up really quickly, and like I said, chat, be patient. Apparently they're being tight-lipped, and now all of a sudden you're seeing deals get done just like that, quickly and with pace.
We are on a silent. What I do, like Chelsea are like just coming out of nowhere, these players and who was selling. So just
no, 100%. But
I don't want to wait like 3 weeks for like a signing to happen, or a month.
No sagas, nothing. Like, these are happening very, very, very quick.
Well, I like to hear, at least.
Okay, I mixed in my news here, but it's okay. We'll just go over it again, ladies and gents.
I'm not sure if you know, but it's like 2-0 up against Scotland already.
Yeah, I saw the chat. Big up, chat. Thanks for letting me know. I kind of have the Haiti game in the background, so we'll see what happens.
Oh, the Haiti game.
Yeah. Okay.
Vinny scored again.
Let's go into this now. Lacroix. So starting off June 19th, the first tweet in this little series I have here. All right. So Maxime Lacroix is a player that Chelsea have identified for the center back position. Personally, I wonder if Chelsea won't return for Huijsen, who they tried to sign last summer and is very highly rated within the club. It's coming from Kieran Gill. So Kieran Gill, amongst a few others, were one of the first to report the seriousness of the Lacroix deal. So just things to keep in mind in terms of reliability going forward into this window, because there's going to be a lot of fake news out there. So Simon Johnson also reporting on the 23rd yesterday. Chelsea are interested in Crystal Palace defender Maxime Lacroix. Palace would prefer to keep their squad together, but the strategy has typically been to develop players and sell for profit, which can be reinvested. Chelsea are interested in Maxime Lacroix. Chelsea considers striking a deal, or Crystal Palace would consider striking a deal, but would need to have a replacement identified before Lacroix is set to leave. Don't be surprised, people, if maybe Chalobah is even rumored for a move to Crystal Palace. You never know. Chelsea are looking for a center back who brings physical impact and presence into the defense. Chelsea are thinking that Maxime Lacroix, but Crystal Palace want to keep him, according to Ben Jacobs. Then The Athletic reporting that from Simon Johnson Sport and Matt Woosie yesterday. Chelsea are interested in Crystal Palace defender Maxime Lacroix. Palace would prefer to keep their squad together, but the strategy has typically been to develop players and sell for profit, which can be reinvested. Palace are not under significant pressure to sell, as the 26-year-old has 3 years left on his contract. They would consider striking a deal at the right price, but would need to have a replacement identified before allowing Lacroix to leave. Palace, you got all summer to figure that out. So I put this in the wrong section, but regardless, we're talking about the defense. Why not?
A bit of money.
That's what I'm saying. Trevor Chalobah can leave Chelsea this summer, and Como send official bid for the center back. Understand Inter have also looked at Chalobah among center backs. English center back focused on World Cup right now. UCL clubs are keen. And like I said, Chelsea and Ramon is true, but as of today, there are other options in the top of their tier list, and that other option in the top of the tier list is, like we said, here today. And here is the bomba, people. Matt Law broke it out today. Chelsea prepared to advance interest in Lacroix. Justin, Chelsea have started contacts with Lacroix, and Lacroix would open doors to Chelsea. He's interested. I'll tell you more soon. Chelsea and Crystal Palace have good relationship, also with his agent. Shut up, Matisse. Well, where was this good relationship we wanted Elise? Fucking ridiculous. Fabrizio Romano reporting. Then Fabrizio Romano on Instagram saying initial approach is already made and deal is on. Lacroix is in higher position on the list than Jacobo, Ramon, and more. The French defender would be open to a move with talks about to start and develop soon. Chelsea are already on it. First Palestra, next Lacroix, which we will talk about Palestra next, ladies and gents. Do not worry. But yes. More on this. Chelsea are ready to make a £50 million bid to sign Crystal Palace center back Maxime Lacroix. It remains to be seen whether Chelsea and Crystal Palace can agree on a valuation of the player, but Chelsea could fund the move by selling Chalobah to Como. Fabregas, who knows Chalobah from his time at Chelsea, wants him at Como, but Chelsea are not actively looking to sell Chalobah and will only listen to offers that come close to their evaluation, according to Matt Law. Matt Law also said that Chelsea are ready to intensify their interest in Maxime Lacroix, while Como are preparing to offer for Chalobah. A few more tweets on this. Maxime Lacroix to Chelsea now gathering a bit more pace, according to Nazar Cancella only about an hour and a half ago. Blues feed with no what's the word I'm looking for? No source here, which we'll see if it's true or not in due time. Exclusive: Maxime Lacroix to Chelsea is more advanced than is publicly reported. The Blues feed understands that the deal is on an advanced stage, with all parties increasingly confident of reaching a full agreement. Chelsea had initially planned to sanction a center back departure before advancing for Lacroix, but the deal has accelerated significantly in the recent hours. Barring any unexpected late complications, Lacroix is expected to become Chelsea's second defensive signing. Wow. Okay, we continue on. Chelsea was signed one or even two center backs this summer based on outgoings. Talks with Maxime Lacroix started. Chalobah wanted Italy while Chelsea work on several options. And to show you guys how far this goes back, we wanted Maxime Lacroix way back in the day. July 8th, 2021. Thomas Tuchel is a huge fan of Wolfsburg center back Maxime Lacroix. Tuchel has still managed to watch pretty much every single Bundesliga game since he took over at Chelsea. Tuchel will have his name high on the center back list, according to Julien Laurens. I even remember I did a call-in show where Maxime Lacroix is on the thumbnail. We were talking about him way back in the day. So just so you guys know, this has been an ongoing interest that we've had on him for some time. Never formalized, ends up going to Crystal Palace. This is our chance to now go back for the player. He's developed. Honestly, I think him going to Crystal Palace first is probably better. He's developed his craft. He's experienced now in the Premier League. He knows what to expect. He's one of the better center backs out there, one of the better center backs in the Premier League. I'm all for this. This is my number one choice in terms of a center back target. So I'm happy that this is advancing. Chris, talk to me.
It's like you said, he's probably one of the best centre backs in the Premier League as well. The quickest centre back, I think. He clocked the quickest speed anyway, at least this season. He wouldn't be my first
he's got
choice.
pace? I didn't realize he had pace like that.
Oh, he's the quickest centre back in the Premier League. I'm very certain he's clocked the quickest speed this
that's
season.
good.
You didn't realise how quick he is?
No, I know. I didn't realize. I also don't really watch.
It's the
Crystal
one thing
Palace
I think
like
I'm
that.
pretty sure I noticed. Like, he's pretty quick as a centre back, and if we do a back three as well, I can see him fit into that very well. But yeah, like, he wouldn't be my first choice. Like, Bastoni would always be like up there as my number one, but he's just
Bastoni's
unrealistic.
washed. Let's give it up.
He's what? It's just not realistic though. That's what I say with him. But with Lacroix, how you say his name? Yeah, I would bring him. Like, he's a strong right footer. I think I know he is anyway. He is the first choice that comes to mind in our like list. We have a centre backs. I think. Yeah, he's the number one for me. So
Wow.
yeah, I think I would bring him in. I'm just worried about like how much he's gonna cost, because he said, oh, it's probably better to go Crystal Palace. He could be like, I don't know, 80-ish million, couldn't he? I don't know what's happened to you.
I just saw Morocco miss 2 clear-cut chances. Wow. Okay. And is that Hakimi? That was Hakimi, and then the other Moroccan. What a save from the Haitian keeper. Yo, Haiti is in this game.
He's
anyway,
also
sorry.
in a peak age as well. He's like 27.
26, I believe.
26, yeah. So he's got experience in this game as well. What's great. I don't want to just sign 21-year-olds. Like, yeah, like some young players out there. We signed Caicedo, Enzo, Palmer. Who else? Young players we signed. Those three.
Is he faster than Van der Ven, your favorite player?
This season he's been, yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
I think he clocked the number one
won a
speed. I don't
Conference
have to
League,
check
too.
him back there, but yeah,
Won a
he is
Conference
fast
League
as
this
fuck.
season as well.
No, I would happily take this centre back. This centre back, I would have no complaints. He should start for Chelsea when he gets in. If people turn their nose on him, then ask me. Well, tell me this: what centre back do you want?
Brother, you know who I'm talking about, and many others like him already turning their nose at this guy because it's not, like you said, Bastoni, who I think Bastoni is a very specific profile that doesn't fit our system.
Like, Bastoni, we're not getting him. Let's be real. We're not getting a Bastoni. That's just a dream.
Bastoni plays a different style of football that I don't think would fit our style anyways. That's why this season, when Inzaghi left, right? I think it was the first season they've had without Inzaghi. He's pretty much not had a good season. He got sent off, twice this season? I think once also with Italy. He's had a horrible season, and I think it's also
He's just
because
been one of the top center backs.
he does this weird inverting where he becomes a midfielder out of possession, and then in possession he drops down as a center back.
Because they play in the back three in all fairness, so it's like...
but it's a totally different system that we don't, we don't even know how we're going to play, whether it's going to be wing backs for the entire season, as a back four, interchanging both. Are we still going to invert? Like, I don't know.
How much do you reckon it'd cost the center back there?
Who, Bastoni?
No, the center back.
Him? It's going to be about 50 million.
50? I reckon more. 80.
50? No. I literally, I pulled up the tweet before. I thought I had it right here.
If it's 50, take it.
So, according to Reluctant Nico, Transfer Zone, Simon Phillips also retweeting this. Again, you could take it with a pinch of salt, but Chelsea are ready to make a £50 million bid. I think even Fabrizio maybe said something. There might be a more reliable source that has
I
the
can
price
see it being around
there.
I don't know. 70?
I mean, he has 3 years left to his contract, Chris.
Is it 3 years?
It can't be that much, yeah.
Okay, maybe not 80. I reckon 60 to 70 still, though.
I don't think it exceeds 70. Would
you
don't
take
get me
it for
wrong.
70 though?
Yeah, he's my first choice.
I don't think I'd pass up even a high price.
Yeah, and also, Chris, you have to take into account Crystal Palace finishing 15th.
I
don't think they're very much in a position
They
to...
want to keep him probably.
Yeah, but I don't think
he's a top player for them.
It's not like, you know how like when you do better in the Premier League, players go up in price?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. That's kind of the way I look at it.
Well, it would also be better if we try to snatch up quick as possible in case other clubs become interested, like Arsenal.
It sounds like it is. It sounds like it's moving quick.
City.
Chris, I won't be surprised if this maybe becomes a here we go within the next hour while we're here. It's moving really quick.
Because I think that's the right move for Xavi. It's a lot better than what we have. It's better than Fofana as well. Better than Chalobah.
And
I wouldn't still say better than Colwell, but like I think Colwell's a fantastic centre back, and he's very, very good from playing out the back as well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
It'd be great to partner up with Colwell. It'd be great. It'd be fantastic, actually, I reckon.
Yo, 100%. What I will also add is that, like Axe is saying, I think this deal is more than likely to happen. We were hearing before what's happening, right? That apparently, Crystal Palace wouldn't want to sell until they find someone. They have the whole summer. It's not like Gehi where it was a last minute in the middle of January kind of thing. No, they have the whole summer to figure out who can replace the player, and that's what they do every season, anyways. So I think with Maxime Lacroix, I think we're gonna be just fine. I'm keeping a close eye on it because this is my #1 target. Now, if we don't get Maxime Lacroix, disappointing, obviously, but I think Jacobo Ramon is not a bad second option either. Based on what I know of him, the very little I know of him. Again, I'm not going to pretend like I watch Serie A game in, game out, but a lot of people speak highly of him. I think it goes without saying, having the best defensive record in the Premier League as Como, not even AC Milan, Roma, Inter Milan, Lazio, none of those. And I agree with EE. We need both. We need both.
I really wouldn't mind both. It's just
I agree.
I want this centre back first, and then you can go for the Ramon guy. How much is he? What? He's gonna be about 50, 40 million as well.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, you can get both around 100 mil or so. That's still really good. Then you can just get rid of Dasasi, Chalobah, and plus we got no European football, so smaller squad as well. Tosin, hopefully. I just want to get Tosin.
Axe has personally witnessed what I have to deal with every day, and it's not even just on Discord. Axe, it's also on Twitter. Like, people are just gonna cry about anything. It is what it is.
I don't know why you'd cry over this one. Like, he's not. He's actually like I think a top centre back in Premier League.
You wait, Chris. Just you wait. I'll take the screenshots. I'll show you every single motherfucker that's crying about.
I'm not saying
everything.
he's world class or nothing, but
no, he's not. He's not. And do I think he's potentially going to be world class? I don't even think that either. But I think
I think he'd be like elite level. He could potentially.
Yeah, maybe even top class. How about that? I just need what I need at center back. I don't need you to be the next Thiago Silva. I just need you to be consistently at a good level.
Van Dijk don't need to be that.
Don't even need to be the next Van Dijk. Exactly. I just need you to be good and a consistent level throughout the whole season. That's what I want. And Maxime Lacroix, in my opinion, is that. Plus the height, plus the pace, plus the ability to pass out the back. I like it. I like everything about this signing.
What Chelsea fans want, right? They want experience.
Exactly. They want experience, but they again, and Andrew said it best the other day.
Did he?
You're against youngsters until it's a youngsters you know about.
Yeah.
And then you're against experienced players unless it's an experienced player that you know about or whatever the fuck, or that you rate. There's no winning. And even then, like, if we're getting an experienced player on the cheap, chances are that experienced player doesn't play for any of the top 5 leagues. I'm telling you that right now. Because all these great center backs like Bastoni,
Marquinhos,
well, not even Marquinhos, but like Pacho,
he's a good center back.
I don't know, Gabriel, Saliba, you throw the names out there, Gehi, they're going for significant prices that honestly we just probably can't afford. And we've gone for well-known players before, like a Koulibaly in center back, and that didn't work out for us, right?
So we sold them for the same price we got them, basically. So luckily,
so it's we have to see. This is a risk I'm willing to take for 50 mil. It's not that bad of a price. We're not breaking a transfer record.
We have got a bit of a French centre back issue. Like, they don't turn out
a little
that
bit.
great. Like,
but this one's already played in the Prem. This one's honed his craft. This one's been called up to the national team. Why am I saying this one? Like,
obviously, it's jokes like with CP and everyone like saying like, oh, we can't have a French centre back, but like, yeah, it's just a bit of a funny one with us. We just seem to not get the right French centre back or the right Bundesliga player when we sign one. It just happens.
To be fair, we get very unlucky. That's the way I like to look at it. We got very unlucky.
Some
with
of it's obvious that they're not going to work out at Chelsea, like a Garnacho, for example, but like...
Sure. Oh,
you
yeah,
just sometimes got to take that chance. Like, no one thought, like, Nkuku's going to fail at Chelsea either. Or...
Yeah, true.
Like, he's kind of fallen off a bit. And he was great.
Morocco score. Or it might be offside. I don't know. But they scored. There you go. Yeah. The dream was great while it lasted, Haiti. Sorry. You never know. Could still go for it. But yeah, it's like, again, like, I don't know. Time will tell. I'm all for it. And apparently, again, like I said in previous shows, guys, actions speak louder than words. If you really mean this whole thing that Xavi Alonso's the manager, Xavi Alonso's the one that's making these calls. And if he wants the player, then I'm for it. I think he's heavily involved
in that one.
With,
I also think he's.
Lacroix?
I also think he's involved in the right wing back who we got.
You ready to talk about it?
I mean, yeah. It's funny enough. I was talking about the player to my barber today, and he actually watched him.
Oh, Chris with the fresh trim.
Yeah, once every 3 weeks a month.
God damn, that's often.
Is that often?
I mean, for me, I take forever to get it.
I have to like, because I have long on the top of my head and basically really short on the sides.
No, fair enough. But let's get into it then, Chris, because I'll be honest with you, I didn't think much of this signing until I did my research and realized, shit, I'm probably really wrong about this one. Let's talk about it. Palestra, here we go, ladies and gents. The first here we go incoming for Chelsea. All right, let's talk about it. The transfer dopamine has finally arrived. All you crackheads on the street can calm down now. Okay, so here we go. David Ornstein, and this happened within 12 hours. It was a quick in and out. We got the deal done, kept our mouths shut. Boom, it's in. So Chelsea pursuit Marco Palestra advancing at a rapid pace. Agreement with Atalanta for 21-year-old wingback expected inside 24 hours. Italy international, heavily leaning towards CFC. Alonso project if deal struck between clubs and would fit wage structure according to The Athletic. And of course it's going to fit the wage structure.
He's 21.
Like, he's 21, and on top of it, people, no one ever said the model was going to change. Everyone has always said, myself included, the model will be tweaked. I don't know what people are like. You see, the model hasn't changed. Who said the model was going to change? If you want to read in between the lines and say like, oh, you see, they're trying to tell you the model's going to change, that's a you problem. The model was always going to be tweaked, and they've said it very blatantly and clearly.
Oh, did they? Who's been saying it's changing?
Multiple times. Everyone. Ornstein, really? Fab, they said they're going to tweak the model and all that stuff. Tweak doesn't mean a complete overhaul. Okay. So, breaking. Chelsea is ready to go big for Palestra. They contacted Atalanta to say they're willing to pay more than Inter, go heavy on the salary for the player. Alonso plus Chelsea management in agreement to try again for him. Fabrizio also saying that Chelsea are prepared to offer more than 50 million euros for Marco Palestra, while Inter have been in advanced talks for 45 plus 5 million per week. Chelsea would also offer higher salary than Inter. Decision up to the player and Atalanta now. Chelsea also asked for Wesley, but AS Roma insists on keeping him. Wesley, I believe, played against us and cooked us when he was in Flamengo, and now he plays for Roma. So, continuing on, Xabi Alonso made a call today behind the scenes directly to Palestra. He told Palestra how he can fit into his new Chelsea project. Max PYS, who's now a journalist or aspiring journalist, another one with reliable sources, coming out and saying Chelsea are making late attempt to sign Palestra. The salary offer is higher than Inter Milan. Oh my God, Haiti just scored another goal. Oh my God. Isidore, the Sunderland player, just scored another goal on... Wow, the Haitians are losing their mind. I don't blame you. Wow, where was this earlier against Brazil, Haiti? What's going on, man? Why stepping up just now? Back to the news. Chelsea are making a late attempt to sign Palestra. The salary offer higher than Inter Milan. Can also confirm earlier calls from others that there is interest in Lacroix plus Ramon. Chelsea have a long list of center backs. Chelsea are currently looking for fullbacks who can play both sides. Romano then reporting Inter will not improve their proposal for Marco Palestra after offering 45 million euros plus 5 million in add-ons, and Chelsea to offer a total package well in excess of 50 million euros. Chelsea to offer more to Atalanta and player. Inter wait for final answer after Palestra guaranteed priority for weeks. Inter spent a whole month negotiating with Atalanta. Chelsea swoops in this week, drops 60 million euros with a 7 million salary, and hijacks the deal. What a shame. Money wins again. This is coming from the Inter side of things, an Inter, I guess, ITK or journalist. Wow, the Haitian manager not even celebrating. Then Marco Palestra gives his green light to Chelsea. Final details could be sorted today, according to Fabrizio Romano. Breaking, Chelsea closed to a 52 million pound agreement for Marco Palestra, according to Ben Jacobs and Alex Crook. Excuse me. Marco Palestra to Chelsea details around 49.1 million pounds plus 42.5 million pounds in add-ons, a 10% resale clause for Atalanta, 5-year contract on 4.3 million pound salary. Alonso called the player, made Palestra decide the Atalanta could accept another bid, and they chose Chelsea, according to Di Marzio, who we know when it comes to Italian players is very reliable. Oh my days, if Haiti score another one. Haiti do not score another one. All right, Fabrizio Romano then yesterday saying Chelsea are finalizing details for Marco Palestra deal as the agreement with Atalanta has been reached last night. Players' side being sorted with initial green light and a new right wing back to come for Xabi Alonso. Chelsea have all set close. Marco Palestra deal for fee over 50 million euro, package in excess of 55 million euro. Atalanta are ready to accept. Italian right wing back offered to earn way more compared to Inter's salary proposal. Final green light needed by Palestra as Inter won't match the bid. And then Max saying, in regards to Palestra, I am told Chelsea really like his versatility, seen as ideal for the Xabi Alonso system as he can play both right and left wing back as well as fullback. Expected to be completed within the next 24 hours. Inter are furious. A long conversation with Xabi Alonso proved influential. Alonso, who even attempted a few, oh my God, Morocco just scored again. This is a 2-2 game right now. Jesus Christ, Haiti, get it together. Alonso, who even attempted a few Italian phrases, told Palestra he had followed him extensively during his time at Cagliari and was captivated by his physicality, perfectly suited for English football. According to Gazzetta dello Sport, another reliable source in Italy. The fact that he tried to do some Duolingo shit on Palestra just to entice him to come to Chelsea is absolutely fucking hilarious. So, Inter Extra, Fabrizio reporting that after missing out on Marco Palestra, Inter evaluating Andrea Cambiaso, who has interest from abroad. There are no negotiations going on, but there is a possibility Inter could pursue the wingback. Justin, Xabi Alonso considering signing Palestra as important. The player is going to speak to his agent and decide what to do, according to Di Marzio. And here you go, the Fabrizio Bamba people. Marco Palestra to Chelsea. Here we go. Verbal agreement in place between all parties. Atalanta to receive a package of 55 million euros fee plus sell-on clause. Long-term deal to Italian talented right wing back. Chelsea hijack Inter move and get a new talent for Xabi Alonso. More on this. Alonso helps secure the Palestra deal with a call to the player. 31 of his 37 appearances last season were played as right wing back. Chelsea targeting more signings with Alonso, recommending names and profiles. Chelsea intend to strengthen the squad and want at least one center back to arrive alongside Palestra, according to Nizar Cancella. Bobby Vincent also reporting and quoting Marco Palestra here, asked if he thinks he's ready for a big club. He said the following: yes, in order to improve, you must have ambition that can take you to become a top player. With every game I played this season, my confidence continued to grow. I didn't expect to be a Serie A team of the season in my first real campaign. I never would have thought that at the start. His favorite position. If I had to choose, I would say the right, but I'm fine on the left too. I started out playing in midfield until the under-17s. Then they had a shortage of left backs due to injuries, so the coach put me there. I was really angry at first. I didn't like it. But after 3 games, I was moved to right back, and there I realized this could be my position. If I had continued as a midfielder, maybe I couldn't be where I am now. I wasn't exactly someone who stood out. And then here is a bit of a player comp for those of you to watch. Hopefully YouTube doesn't take it down. But yeah, this guy... wait, do I have any info on this? No, we'll talk about Gusto soon.
Gusto.
Yeah, we definitely have Gusto news. Guys, in terms of this player, someone had quoted it, I forget, it was a reliable source. He has more dribbles last season than Yan Diomande. Just to put into perspective. This kid is impressive. He's also
it's
a
about
unit.
His ball carrying ability then, I'm guessing, and
he's full on attack. Like this player, he's a serious player. His dribbling ability is fantastic. He's a brilliant attacker, brilliant in terms of wing back play. Obviously, if it translates to the Premier League, we will see. I'm not going to get hyped up too much about it.
We still got to give him like that time though to adjust to the league and team.
100%. 100%. We have to give him time for sure.
Not saying like give him like 5 years, but like a season. You gotta give him, unless he's just showing absolute.
God forbid we give any player a season, Chris. God forbid.
Yeah.
You know, Gittins, fuck him. We don't need to give him a season. I've seen enough.
If we could sell Gittins for 40, 50 million, I would take it, I'll be honest. But like, I'm not like one of those to go say like, oh he's shit, this, that, that, because he's barely played.
Yeah,
I don't know if we'll get the best out of him, but like, but yeah.
We'll see next season. That's like, where I'm at with it.
Yeah, I hear good things about him. I'll be honest, I don't watch him, but like he was like one of the best defenders in Serie A, like team of season.
No, he is voted the best defender in Serie A over Bastoni. Yes, over Bastoni, who won it 2 seasons in a row.
Right, so that's quite impressive. He's young.
For a 21-year-old.
If he becomes like a world-class player or whatever, that's really good for Chelsea, of course. But like, you know, we've heard this so many times now with young players. But if Xavi, like I said from the start, if Xavi wants the player, I'm backing it. I don't care if I know you or how old are you or whatever. If Xavi wants you and he feels like you fit into the system or the team, then bring him to Chelsea. And I'm honestly fine with this because I feel like Reece James might not play right back at Chelsea, potentially. A few times for sure, but not as many times as we maybe going to expect. He might play a back 3, so Reece James can also play as a right centre-back next to him, you know, sitting deeper, like an Aspie role, like how Aspie did it, and Reece will be good at that too, no doubt. Or he plays midfield in the back 4 or something, and Reece is in that midfield area. But yeah, like, yeah, if Xavi wants him, I'd take it. I'm like kind of done with like these directors, like choosing the players and all that. So if the manager wants him, we see what he can cook up of it. And he did really well at Leipzig. He did the best he could, I guess, at Real Madrid. But Real Madrid are like beyond fixing for the last couple of years at least. But yeah, I haven't seen too much of him. But you said the dribbling ability is really good. I don't know if he gets a lot of GA. I'll be honest.
Not much.
No.
1 goal, 4 assists.
But I'll be honest, if he can dribble and take players out, like all on him, and lead to an opening spot and stuff like that, it doesn't matter about your stats really, does it?
Just create, because I can't imagine Cagliari have very good offense. You know, if you can create chances for, let's say, João Pedro will put him away, or even Cole Palmer will put him away. Esteval can put him away.
Cole Palmer last season, maybe not the season we just had.
Well, with enough chances, Cole Palmer can do something. Like, we're not gonna pretend that
hopefully
Cole Palmer
he gets his confidence or whatever he
know.
needs back, free from injury, like season, hopefully.
Yeah. I listen, I like this player from what I've seen so far. Yeah, I really like this player from what I've seen so far. Obviously, guys, you got to be careful with 21-year-olds, but it's
he's young.
What I'm sick and tired of is, and again, I almost want, like, when the season starts and these players potentially start cooking, which isn't guaranteed, right? Like, it's, development's not linear. It could be a while till we see him be as best. It could take a season, like, who knows? But if and when they start cooking, I would love to see some of these people that have come into my chat multiple times saying, oh, why are you advocating for Blueco? Why are you not criticizing the project? Why are you backing all these young signings?
Xabi Alonso apparently wants him, right?
Xabi Alonso personally called him, and that's coming from Fabrizio and DiMarzio.
So why are we not backing the manager what he wants?
Because it's all a farce. It's all the model, Chris. It's all the model.
I get it. He's young, but there are some good young players. We signed.
It's because he falls under the wage model, Chris. It's ridiculous, bro.
I don't know what his wages, and I don't really give a shit what his wages
140 something a week.
That's actually not bad.
No, it's 100K a week, and if you get Champions League next season, it's 140 apparently.
Yeah, so motivation to keep getting better and better. And
100%. 100%. Listen, I like what I've seen of the player. It's always a good sign if you're winning Defender of the Season by Serie A. That's a good sign. And what do we say here all the time, Chris? I've said it, right? I don't mind the model of signing young players and flipping them and all that stuff. You just have to sign the right young players. And I still don't
like the flipping thing. That means they're not good enough to really play for Chelsea.
Listen, it is what it is.
I don't like to brag about that. Let's say that.
We don't have a big stadium to make nice money from, okay? So we have to make do with what we can. If he's a good player, he should stay at Chelsea. If he's mediocre and we can get someone that can be better, sell him for profit. That's all I care for. I think you can bring in young, talented players within a certain salary gap and incentivize salary that can be good for the team as well. And some people don't believe that. People want to pretend that Cole Palmer never happened, that Esteval never happened.
Esteval, yeah, that was a good shout.
That Achimpong isn't a player that we have in our academy.
I mean, Caicedo and Enzo also a young one we bought him for 100 mil.
Brother, there's people that we know that are totally against this signing, but we're totally glazing up Enzo when he was 21 coming from Benfica.
Discord chat or Twitter?
You know exactly who I'm talking about. We'll just leave it at that. We don't need to disclose information publicly. And they probably know exactly who I'm talking about. All right? But that being said, like, again, I don't care if you bring young players.
That's for sure.
That's the way I look at it.
There's also some
there are young players that you can get that are good.
My worries is he's young and we've not really heard about him as much. He's had maybe one.
Because he plays for Cagliari, Chris.
No, I get that, and that's just the worry. Like, it's the unknown, and we've done too many unknowns, and a lot of them are not worked out. So this fan base is just gonna be worried. But like I said, if I seen Xavi interested and calling him up and stuff like that, he obviously knows more than us. And hopefully the scouts have done their job as well to see if he fits the system or whatever, or it's just all Xavi. I don't know. But yeah, there's some positives as well. Like, he's defender of the season. This is actually
a really good point too, Chris. Dragonfly pointing it out. Big up Dragonfly. It's actually a good sign that Inter, who never want to pay for a player, were willing to pay 45 million euros for him.
Yeah, that's a lot of money for them as well to do that.
Yeah, for sure. So that is a good sign too, and they're pissed off. They're very pissed off that
the fans are. That's it. The fans are pissed, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that says something as well, and they watch him week in, week out. No doubt. It's like us watching the Premier League. It's like Rafinha, right? When we was in for Rafinha and Barcelona took it off us, we was kind of sorry about that. We did want him, and they got him for 10 million cheaper too. What also kind of pissed me off, but.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So, like, a lot of people don't know the player, obviously, because he plays for Cagliari. But if he was the same age, playing for Roma, playing for Inter, AC Milan, teams that are playing in UEFA, in Champions League, are in front of everyone's eyes, then we'd have a different tune, probably. And even some people would still hate it. So, again, like, don't chat. All I ask for, chat, Chelsea fans, don't miss the forest because you're focused on the trees. That's all I'm saying. There are good young signings out there that, you know, Arda Güler, Ryan Cherky, you know, like Due.
I'm curious, what would the fan base want in a right back? Because we need another right back. I don't want Gusto.
Also, who the fuck else do you get? That's the other thing.
I was struggling to think of like fullbacks to get.
There's not.
Like,
the market is really bad.
Realistically, like you can't just like pull out a world like Hakimi or something. Like, yeah, I want him. Like, yeah, mate.
But people are gonna say that. Oh, give me Hakimi.
He plays for like back-to-back Champions League team right now, so he ain't leaving that. And they pay a lot of money, PSG too.
Yeah.
So it's just.
Brian, we talked about Jacobo in like an hour, maybe 30 minutes ago, I want to say. So I'll put timestamps after the video. People can check it out afterwards. But yeah, if you're just tuning in, chat, be sure to smash up the like button. I hope you guys are enjoying the game right now. I wanted to start earlier, but there was an accident on my way home that caused a huge traffic jam, made me 45 minutes late. So unfortunately, I know some of you are watching the game. Appreciate it if you're still here, regardless of that. Appreciate Chris for coming on, obviously, as well. And everyone else, no biggie. The show will be here afterwards for you guys to enjoy and get all your news in one spot. But yeah, I really like this Palestra guy so far. Obviously, I'm not going to jump the gun. My tune on Blueco has not changed either. I need to see more action, because what if this is the only two good signings we get, or at least promising signings, between Palestra and Lacroix, and then it's fucking downhill from here.
I hope not, because
I hope not either. Because that's what I'm saying. I don't
we
trust
do
these
need
fucking owners.
No, because like I mean, if they're like signs like this and obviously a bit better, more
they're better,
proven,
yeah.
maybe, that'd be great. It's like we do need another left winger potentially, or left forward, or left cam, whatever formation Xavi's gonna play with. We need someone on that left, not a Neto.
Mm-hmm.
The only way I want if Neto's gonna stay, he can be left wing back or something. He can maybe cook from there.
Yeah, like fucking imagine later in the window we get like fucking Aaron Wan-Bissaka as like a fucking backup choice.
That's
yeah,
depressing.
Exactly. That's what I don't trust these owners. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That
Like, we need to be careful.
In a sense.
Exactly. That's the way I'm thinking. I'm like, oh my god, fuck off, bro.
There's no like unknown with him. We know what we're getting, and it's not what we need. This one, he's player like defender of the season. He's obviously young as well, but like he's rated. Xavi wants him to. We don't know what we're gonna get, to be honest. Like, he might not adapt to the Premier League that well. Like, we've had that luck, like where a lot of players come here and fail. Hopefully he doesn't. I really hope he doesn't. And hopefully he does well for Xavi, because yeah, we can't. I don't want to see another bad signing, but we're gonna see a few of them, probably a few more this season.
I mean, there's no such thing as a perfect window, so yeah, I'm sure there's gonna be some signings that have us.
I mean,
like,
City's had some perfect windows in the past. I can't lie.
Like which?
A few seasons ago, like they always buy good players, like 50 million players. Not lately, like Aguero's and all that.
No, okay, back in the day. I mean, I don't even know perfect though. Perfect window. I'm sure they signed some players in that Aguero window that weren't good and then just went off and got sold. Oh, one more thing, Chad. I forgot to mention. And you know what? This is what I mean. Actions speak louder than words. And so far, from what I can tell, they are moving in a different direction. And they are giving Xavi Alonso the reins in terms of a heavy say on transfers. Because you want to know one thing? You want to know one thing, Chris, I noticed about this signing? And Lacroix as well? They're not ex-Man City.
Oh, yeah. Thank God. That's the thing. What
no more Joe Shields.
Yeah. That was annoying.
I'm just saying, like, that to me looks like it's a good sign of some changes. Now, we have to wait for Lacroix to happen. But if that's two here we goes of players of a certain caliber and they're not Man City signings, that to me tells me, okay, then it looks like they were being genuine about what they were saying in terms of, changing their direction or tweaking the model. I don't want to hear people bitching and moaning about the whole, oh, Blue Co, they're not going to change. You got to give credit where credit is due. And if you don't give credit, then you're just not objective. And that's what I try to be here on Casually FC. Just try to be objective. Get your fucking feelings out of it. Just state the facts how they are and when they're coming out. And then you put your position on it afterwards. It's not that difficult to do, people. But for a lot of people, they struggle. Okay. Anything else on Palestra?
I don't think so. I'll be back once like that.
Yeah, take your time. So yeah, guys, he's gonna be able to play on left wing back. He's gonna be able to play right wing back. He's gonna be able to play fullback as well. I'm sure of it. And he's gonna develop under Xabi Alonso. So this player will be very useful. We will see how he adapts to the Premier League. Like Chris said, willing to give him a season to adapt, gel in with the team, get used to the Premier League, the intensity and the pace of it. But I was really impressed with this kid's ability to actually dribble. He is a wingback. He's essentially like a winger. Like it's actually incredible to see. And again, to be able to win the title of best defender in Serie A in Cagliari, you're not surrounded by these great players. You have to do it just individually on your own. It's impressive stuff, but can't jump the gun. We have to see what happens when he joins. A lot of people don't know much about him. I don't know much about him. Some of you have never even seen or heard of the name. But I do have to go back to my show and see who was the ones that who were the outlets that were initially breaking out this story and these rumors, because they got it spot on. And I think it was DiMarzio of all people. So big up to him. He when it comes to the Italian sources, he is on it. So yeah, I think it's a good signing, people. Let's see what happens going forward. I might be mincing or eating my words in the future because he might end up flopping. So, again, not getting my hopes up too quickly, but it does excite me a little bit, especially considering now Lacroix could be the double whammy. But here's another thing that excites me about it. Let's move on to, well, okay. You know what? Because he will be gone soon, we should probably...
Who's gone?
I mean... Where is it? Where is it? Oh, no. Yes. No. Yes. Okay. Yeah. He's probably not going to want to go. He's probably going to deny it. But, brother, another Ahmed Nation ready to leave Chelsea.
No. Oh my God.
No. Is he going to Real Madrid?
No.
Oh.
No.
I remember Prime saying I'll go to
aware
Real Madrid with gusto.
No, I think he was joking. Here we go, people. Chelsea are open to selling Malo Gusto this summer, with his agent already in talks with Manchester City and Inter. Chelsea will only sell if their valuation is met, according to Simon Phillips. This was 3 days ago. So we go now, Maresca. We go now to yesterday. Confirm. Man City have interest in Malo Gusto. He has a top relationship with Enzo Maresca. Let's see if there's an opportunity for him to leave or not. Not guaranteed yet, according to Fabrizio Romano. Malo Gusto situation will be interesting to follow over the next few days or weeks. Chelsea will have James, Palestra, Gusto, and only play one game a week. Palestra can also cover the left side. Alonso had a very technical conversation with the player, according to Fabrizio. He also said, Chelsea... Oh my God, this is the craziest tweet. Chelsea value Malo Gusto at £75 million. Despite signing Palestra. Man City interest, but no bids or club talks so far. Malo Gusto is exploring options to leave Chelsea, according to Desart Cancella. Here's some comparison charts. We'll come back to this, people. And then the last tweet I have, I think, on this is essentially, Chelsea believe that Malo Gusto is a very special player in a position that is very complicated to find in the market. And that's, I don't think it's too far-fetched to say that. In terms of Malo Gusto versus Palestra, sorry guys, I'm getting the yawns all of a sudden. Let's open this in a new tab so we can get a closer look. Here we go. So, oh freaking Christ. Okay. Cheese and rice.
I'm
Okay.
surprised Gusto's win on defending quite heavily, but he is a wing back in all fairness, so it kind of makes sense. If Gusto's a
So-
fullback and wing back's more attacking.
Look at how high the expected assist is compared to Malo Gusto. 73.1.
And we have a better attack.
And we have a better attack than Cagliari. That is a significant difference. Progressive passes is on the lower side of things, probably because he just likes to dribble instead of passing it. Possession 1, 3.5. Defensive duels, 4.41.
Gusto, that is one of
Gusto's
Gusto's strengths in all fairness as well,
Yeah.
I would say, but...
Better aerially though, Palestra 37.4. Progressive carries 96.8 versus Malo
That's why
Gusto's
Gusto's is actually above
53.1. Yeah. So when you look at progressive passes versus progressive carries, this kid likes to fucking
Oh, he's
dribble.
played a lot more minutes too.
And he's played a lot more minutes.
So
This kid
percentages can
likes
vary.
to dribble. No passing for him, dribbling. I take the ball. No you, me. No, me.
This guy,
4. You're coming in a little bit,
talk too
Wes.
much, bro. Look.
I
You're
like
gonna miss
it.
Gusto, aren't you, for his clips?
A little bit.
But you sure? You said
It's me, boss.
It's me, boss.
You gotta make
little
new
bit.
ones with new players.
Yeah. Well, time will tell. But this is the chart, people. If you want to look at the chart instead of the numbers, can he
good
actually
going forward.
defend? I mean, he's a wing back.
If we're
so-
playing a back three, he shouldn't even be defending.
maybe he defends. Listen, the thing is, like, can Malo Gusto defend?
In certain areas he can, in certain areas he definitely can't. He lacks in.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, every player is gonna have their strengths and weaknesses. People, let's not pretend like every player is gonna be Cristiano Ronaldo. Or, well, let me take that back. Let's not pretend that every single player is gonna be Lionel Messi, right? But
You might upset
Yeah,
a few
man.
Ronaldo fans with that comment now.
yeah,
Say,
it
oh
is
no,
what it is.
no
You can
Ronaldo's not
hold
good
that.
enough to say it.
Fucking celebrating 2 goals against Uzbekistan. Give me a break, brother. Give me a break.
I can't lie, he actually did something what surprised me in that game.
Run into spaces.
Well, that too, but like, you know the free kick where he let Mendes take the free kick? That surprised me.
Yeah. He did win Defender of the Year, so I would assume, yes, he is good at defending as well. He can do both. But his ability to attack is very impressive. So Xabi Alonso essentially has his version of Ring Pong with this kid.
Well, he's not going to be like asked to defend a lot either at wing back, he's just not. Even when we did it with Alonso and Victor Moses, like they didn't defend a lot. Even with Chilwell and Reece, at
I
certain
think
times
like
he had a
IC meant
defender.
to say wasn't.
Pardon?
I think Ike Icy, I think you meant to say wasn't. Marcus Alonso really was a good defender either way. Yeah,
No,
exactly.
no.
It
Well,
wasn't.
yeah, but that's
Yeah.
true. But like, he wasn't asked to defend either.
He had some good moments. He had some good.
He was just there
defensive
to attack, take shots,
Yeah.
cross it, link up to the play. And this is what the
Yeah.
player would. If we do play a back three, I feel like we're going to. I feel like Reece is gonna play right centre back for Xavi.
I agree. I think he will as well. There you go, people. You can see a little closer right there. Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be both, Chris. I think it's going to be a hybrid. I think he's going to interchange.
I mean, yeah, there could be other games where he might play right back. He
Yeah.
could play midfield or right centre back. He can play a lot of positions, Reece James. Luckily,
I also feel that
isn't this
I
player
also-
versatile as well, though?
yeah, he could play right wing back, left wing back, or he's able to play left wing back. He's done it before.
At least,
And he
Played
could
midfield,
play
so I
right
guess.
back and right back as well, I'm assuming. Yeah.
Okay, so those
Right
are
back,
his
left
main
back.
positions he plays. It's
So he could just
fullback.
play. He could play fullback. He could play wing back.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not worried about him. I just think it's funny that Malo Gusto asked for a raise, and instead of getting a raise, he's getting sold. And the player who we brought in is getting the raise that Malo Gusto wanted. Hold on.
Wait, he asked for a raise this season?
Yes, he asked for.
It's
a
because
new
he scored a
contract.
couple of goals and it went to his head. He scored a couple
Probably.
of goals. So yeah,
This man scored 2 goals for Chelsea this season, and his first goals in his career, his first pair of goals in his career, and now he has the goal to ask for a raise. Oh, that's hilarious.
But you sure he said
It's me,
you sure
boss.
said- It's me, boss.
I don't even hate Gusto like Scott.
I don't hate
Like
him.
Scott, fuck Scott. Scott hates him. I think he has his
He was
qualities.
shit though.
No, I agree. He's like he can have some really shit games or be very inconsistent or consistently shit at times. But like
Yes.
he's had his good games as well. It's just rare. It just gets rarer and rarer now. And if we can get 40 million for Gusto, I'll take it.
Yeah. And I
75
think
is like we'll put it at 75, and then we'll go meet in the middle like 40 something.
yeah, that's what I mean. I don't think it'll be that low, but I do think
Oh, you think it'd be higher than 40 something?
yeah, I think it'll be like around 50,
50?
55. Yeah. I think
I would take that
they
easily.
put the price up so high so that another club can try to negotiate it lower, and that's really the price they want. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I looked at it. Yeah.
That's the way I
I
think.
mean,
it's
that's what
gonna
we've
be.
been doing the whole time, like with all our players mainly, versus
Yeah.
ownership.
Yeah, no, exactly. By the way, if you are just tuning in, big up to you. Thank you for tuning in, even though there's some 2 games on right now currently. I did arrive here late, but smash up the like. Do really appreciate it. Guys, we're breaking out the news as it's rolling through. And I think finally, we've gotten past the storm of news that happened during the day. So I'm happy. I'm happy that things are happening. Also, big up Robert, right? Because you guys know I like my Robert Mugabe's my friend, and I do think he's deluded. But one thing he's calling out right now is, guys, what happened to Bobby Fairview and all this? We need money. We have no money. We can't buy players. We have no money.
Who, Chelsea?
Yeah.
I mean, Chelsea's always got money. You just,
We're
gonna
in
have to
serious
sell for
that. No,
everything,
Chris. Apparently, we didn't have any money. Remember,
We're
people.
back, we're backed by
people.
JP Morgan, right? Or something like that?
I don't know.
The
no.
bank? I thought we was.
That was
I'm
a
pretty
loan.
sure.
That was a loan. We
I thought
used
no.
to
I thought
buy
people had
Chelsea.
investors from there.
No. Well, yes and no. We got a loan from them to buy Chelsea.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, people. Remember the people that lied to you is what I'm trying to tell you, chat and people just tuning in. Remember the people that lied to you, because chances are they're going to lie to you again in the future. So I'm just saying, call them out. Because apparently this
had
guy's
no
a
money.
financial expert telling us that we had absolutely no money to buy any players. We're
Who's
cooked.
that?
Bobby Fairview.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't hear you.
Yeah, no money to buy players, that we're going to be in administration this season. Yeah, also the people that I blocked, we're going to be in administration next season. Some of you still
Blame
probably
blocking
believe that.
people?
Let's see what happens, because we're going into administration apparently, according to you guys. Yep, we're still spending money. Don't know how that's possible. You're going to have to explain that one to me.
I think
But,
we'll spend around 150 to 200 million.
Yeah. We still have to sell players regardless. Like, I'm not going to go into this next season with this bloated of a squad.
No,
Players
it
do
has
need
be
to go.
smaller.
Yep.
And then we
Players do
build
need
off
to go.
it when we get Champions League again. It makes
Yep,
sense to do that.
exactly. And we rebuild fresh with better players, hopefully. Hopefully Xabi
Only
still
to
here
pray.
and he does it.
Unless he leaves us too, because it's becoming
my
a
gosh.
common thing. Like managers leave Chelsea. If this
Ugh.
one walks, yeah, I already said we're finished. We are finished if he walks as well. Because what hope have we got
Oh,
for the
100%.
next one?
No, yeah, 100%. I agree. We are absolutely finished if he walks away as well. So
John Terry
that'll
next?
be good.
Here we go.
I don't know, man. John Terry's too busy being on Piers Morgan right now.
Yeah,
So, yeah. Nah, not a good look for
is it not?
him. No.
Oh, okay.
Well, we could talk about it backstage. But yeah, ladies and gents, so we'll to be fair, he doesn't care about dark skinned players. Let's just say that. All right. We continue on. So we move on to Enzo Fernandez, another one who, you know what? But let's say speak. You know what? For this one,
Did you see Kukure's
I
comments
prefer
on
really
it?
not to
talk
speak.
about
If I speak, I am in big trouble.
I can't
So-
lie, that one hurt me.
So let's talk about this. Oh my God, Chris is hurt. All right,
Yeah,
Enzo Fernandez, to start off this segment, had a few things to say. This is for you guys that said I was doing Enzo revisionism. And by you guys, I'm pretty sure it was only Not a Mutant saying it. I have to go back and chat, but I don't really care enough to go back and look into it. I actually tried to go back and find clips of me defending Enzo and people in the chat cooking me for saying, Chris, do you remember when I said this player was eventually going to go to Real Madrid? And people laughed at me.
I don't remember that part, but I remember you getting cooked for defending him.
Okay, well, I'll take that. At least that's good enough. But I said it for a long time that this player is going to be the Cruz replacement, and people absolutely took a mick out of me.
Oh, well, you know
Now
what?
who's
Yeah, I
laughing?
think I remember you saying Cruz and him. So
Thank you,
Yeah.
Chris. Thank you, Chris. Old reliable Chris.
I'm pretty
It's
sure. you
not
said that.
really. It's not old reliable actually. But Leo. So Messi, right? Enzo Fernandez speaking on Argentina. Leo gives us a lot of freedom in the midfield to move around. I really like being the base of the team. I like having constant contact with the ball. It gives me a lot of confidence. Oh my days. Morocco just missed a sitter.
Oh, did you
Offside
say this
anyways.
recently?
Yeah, I'm like a minute behind. Oh, he said this recently. Yeah. He said this the 22nd.
International interview. Yeah.
International duty interview. Yeah.
I mean,
So-
playing with Messi's a different level compared to
Of course.
Garnacho. Like
course.
he has Garnacho next to him.
But it's the system, right? So I like having constant contact with the ball. It gives me a lot of confidence. Compared to Chelsea, for example, during the season, I played further forward. That also
like
has
it,
a lot
doesn't
to do with the team and the way it plays. But honestly, I feel very comfortable playing as a base alongside Alexis and then making runs into the box. I think I feel a big difference compared to 4 years ago because I've learned a lot at Chelsea from the coaches I've had there. Oh, I also hear with the national team. I just got a hair in my mouth. That was weird. Anyways, odd. Okay. I think I've changed roles within my game over time. Today, I feel more mature than I did 4 years ago. I was just a kid when I just arrived at the national team. I've also pushed myself to improve, to add more things to my game, and become more complete as a player. I think I'm achieving that right now. So, are you going to accuse Enzo of revisionism? Because I said we bought him as a 6, right? We bought him to play in the base of the midfield, and people said I was doing Enzo revisionism. Is Enzo doing Enzo revisionism?
It also is not Enzo's fault. Like if he's
No, it's
told
not.
a box crash, he's got to do what the manager says or
Of course.
what the coaches say.
Of course, but again, people like to laugh at me when I'm wrong, but they don't give me my praises when I'm right. And I've been right about 3 things so far in this stream alone. So again, I just try to present the facts, people, and I don't brag about these things. But because some of you guys like to cook me, I'm cooking you back essentially. So we come back here. Madrid, just in. Real Madrid need to sell players before going all in on a midfielder. Ayoub Buadi price would be around 80 million euros. I put this here because Mario Cartagena, actually a decently reliable source. I think he's one of the athletic reporters for Spain. Ayoub Buadi price would be around 80 million euros, a player that Real Madrid are interested in. So then we go to the Athletic. Chelsea are prepared to sell Enzo Fernandez if a club agrees to meet their 120 million pound price tag. One of the strikers, not including João Pedro, will be sold. I got scared for a second. I thought I misread that. Liam Delap is also a real contender to be the one who goes. There is more than one Premier League club keen to buy him. Nicholas Jackson is another possibility, although he could get another chance at Chelsea now that Enzo Maresca is no longer head coach. Mark Guiu. Wait.
Hey Blues, this is how to say my name, Mark Guiu.
Is expected to depart on loan or permanently. Defender Trevor Chalobah is already the subject of inquiries in clubs from England and abroad. He is highly regarded at Chelsea, and they are in no rush to sell him. He has 2 years left on his contract, but there is an option for an extra year. And goalkeeper Mike Penders, who spent last season on Strasbourg, is going to be given a chance to compete with Rob Sanchez for first choice keeper. By the way, those of you who were asking, I didn't want to talk about it because I didn't want to interrupt the flow of the show. My opinion, Sanchez retains the starter spot for the team, but Penders could potentially edge him and get that. We'll see how Penders develops this season. Continuing on to Enzo Fernandez, right? Enzo Fernandez and Real Madrid agreed on personal terms between the representatives. Mourinho's agent, Jorge Mendes, is handling everything. He met with Javier Pastores, representative of Enzo, and there's already an agreement we can reveal. Enzo has asked him and his family and close associates to not talk to him about the transfer market. His focus is purely on the World Cup at the moment. That's coming from ESPN Argentina. So, Diario AS. Sorry, guys. Diario AS. Enzo Fernandez has told Real Madrid he is ready to do everything to make the move happen this summer. Real Madrid plan to open talks with Chelsea in the next days. Diario AS also reporting that Jose Mourinho has made Enzo Fernandez his priority midfield target. Mourinho wants proven, established winners like Enzo over Ayoub Buadi, whom he considers too young and inexperienced at this stage. Mourinho believes Enzo is the perfect fit for the project and has informed the club of his preference, with Real Madrid now expected to pursue the Argentine midfield. And then here we go. Diario AS being reliable here. Athletic now also reporting the same thing. Real Madrid and Jose Mourinho are open to hearing offers for the 23-year-old midfielder Eduardo Camavinga, but those close to the player say it is impossible for him to leave. This has led to a situation where Aurelien Tchouameni, 26, would be considered. He could be of interest to Manchester United. Federico Valverde, meanwhile, is not on the market, nor does he want to leave, despite his dressing room fight with Tchouameni in May. A departure in midfield is seen as necessary to make room for creative player Real Madrid feel they are lacking. Mourinho's preferred choice is Enzo Fernandez, for whom Chelsea are expected to ask around 120 million pounds. The 25-year-old Argentina international is looking for a new start, and his preferred destination is Madrid. West Ham United, Matheus Fernandes, also to be discussed, but there is a competition from Manchester United and Paris Saint-Germain and Tottenham for the 21-year-old Portugal midfielder. So Mario Cartagena reported it. Diario AS proving to be reliable in this situation. Got it spot on. Real Madrid talks are also back on for Enzo Fernandez. The last price quoted by Chelsea was 120 million pounds, but personal terms with the Argentine midfielder, his entourage, have never been an issue. He is keen on the move. Breaking: Real Madrid have just opened official talks with Chelsea for Enzo Fernandez, according to Simon Phillips Sport. Mario Cartagena also reporting that Real Madrid squad audit, right? How they want to build the squad going forward. Enzo Fernandez as Mourinho's preferred choice. Buadi rated but not top priority. Bastoni and Schlotterbeck, pending injury, more likely than Ruben Diaz. Sales at left back and Madrid midfield are needed. Bellingham is key in Mourinho's 4-2-3-1, according to The Athletic. Now, this relates to Nico Paz as well. Breaking: Real Madrid want Como to permanently sign Nico Paz for 60 million euro, including a new buyback clause of 80 million euro. Nico Paz's future to be decided later in this week, as Real Madrid and Como will meet on Thursday. That's tomorrow. Real prefer to activate the 9 million euro buyback clause and sell the player. Como to keep current deal conditions. Decisions to follow later this week. Back to Enzo. Fabrizio reporting that at the moment the situation around Enzo Fernandez remains completely quiet with Real Madrid, so there is still no club-to-club negotiations. We will see who lied. And this is the part that broke Chris's heart. Cucurella on Real Madrid.
I won't say broke heart, but I hurt.
Broke your heart. He congratulated me on the signing. I hope it happens. I would be very happy. We were very happy at Chelsea, and to have the opportunity to both sign for Real Madrid in the same summer, I hope he's lucky and becomes a Real Madrid player, according to La Marca.
Felt like Lukaku, you come to me.
Yeah, and last but not least, Real Madrid plan to sell Nico Paz this summer. It looks like the activation clause is going to happen. Fabrizio Romano reporting into the Bamba. And ladies and gents, this could also mean that we could potentially have Nico Paz on the table for ourselves in exchange for Enzo, or we mitigate the price with Enzo. So
I was going to say, not a straight swap.
Woo! Not a straight swap, but potentially.
I would love a Valverde instead, and we give them money.
Did you know Nico Paz also won midfielder of the season in Serie A?
Did he really?
Yes, yes. He was in team of the season as well.
And he was best midfielder rated.
Yep, yep. He was a big part of Como's success. A lot of people rate him. 21-year-old. Again,
Why we another 21-year-old? I've seen
mean,
like 3
the way-
to 4 21-year-olds, like all 21 now, not 22, not 20, 21. Oh, down.
You need to get that?
That's not...
Yes, he does. Okay. Well, ladies and gents, again, Nico Paz, another player that could potentially be coming Chelsea's way, or we could potentially negotiate for it. Listen, one thing Chelsea are not going to turn their nose up on is an opportunity to sign a young player. You guys know this. And he's a promising young player. He's not nothing, you know? Again, one Premier. Oh my God, Brazil just scored another goal. One Serie A player of the season in the midfield. Again, over what Locatelli and Barella and all these other guys that are there. It says something to me. It's again, I don't know much about the player. A lot of you guys seem to rate him. A lot of you guys seem to really like him. Argentine player as well. Can speak Spanish. We have a Valentin Barco in that team as well. There could be some chemistry there. You know, there are Spanish-speaking players in the team. We have a Spanish-speaking coach. These things matter, people. These things do matter, and I wouldn't be opposed to it. Listen, I want Enzo gone, essentially. I'm over this saga. I'm over the drama. I'm over the twerking for Real Madrid. And to be fair, I don't want a player like, okay, big up Matisse. I like Matisse. I watch Matisse's content. Matisse is on this hopium copium, right? That we can keep the player even though he doesn't want to be here. They will just be professional and they will work out just fine. To an extent, even Andrew, Surfer, big up. You know I love him, but I don't agree with him on this. He thinks that Enzo is going to be professional next season. I don't think so. I think Enzo is going to throw his toys out the Prem. He's going to really force this move. He's tried to be professional, but he still is doing these interviews. He's still flirting with Real Madrid. He's still twerking for Real Madrid. His agent's going crazy. He's not told his agent to shut up. I remember when Jorginho was here. Jorginho did dismiss all things that his agent said. Enzo's not done a single thing of that. He's not said, I am still under contract with Chelsea. I am a Chelsea player. No, he's not done any of this. He's entertained the idea of potentially leaving Chelsea, meaning he wants out. Now, how he handles it, we'll see. I could be wrong about it. But what I don't want, and what Alonso does not want, is a player who wants to leave Chelsea to stay at Chelsea. We've seen it a million times, people. Players do down tools. I think Enzo Fernandez last season, at the end of the season, after Champions League, down tools. And I don't need that, especially as a captain. Don't need it at all. So call it an Enzo agenda, call it what you want. I'm looking out for what's best for Chelsea. Those of you saying it's an Enzo agenda aren't looking out for what's best for Chelsea. Hold that. And if you don't like that, then wait until the season starts to start talking about Chelsea, because you just can't handle the truth. It's that simple. Objectivity wins overall, guys. So, in terms of me, listen, Enzo, get him gone. Have a nice hefty fee for us. I'll be happy. If Nico Paz comes in the other direction, then that's great. Maybe we get another midfield that's proven. I don't know. We'll see. Time will tell. Is Enzo going to destroy our midfield? No. We have a 10. His name is Cole Palmer. He needs to improve. Is Enzo replaceable? Difficult, but it can be done. And a lot of you guys don't know about Valentin Barco, but he's a similar profile. So we could see what happens.
Oh, yeah,
he's even employed Cuckoo to come and twerk for him. That's what I'm saying, man. So, like, again, I'm done with this whole Enzo thing. Get him gone. He's a good player, but it didn't work out at Chelsea. We brought him in as a 6. We've had to adapt our whole entire system just to make an £105 million signing work out for us. It's not it. It's just not it. So get him gone. He can leave, and I'll be okay. I'm done talking about Enzo. Chris, anything you want to mention?
Like you say with Enzo, I think he's a great player, and maybe if we had a midfield of 3, he would suit better. He can drop deeper as well, like instead of just box crashing all the time, because that's clearly just not like the Enzo we bought. And maybe at Real Madrid he could be used a lot better. Enzo, we know what we wanted. But I don't want to like throw away Enzo for like less than 120 million, for example. I think he should be valued at 120 to 140 with a lot of midfielders what they're going for. He's 6 years left as well. He's not like 2 or 3 or even 4. He's 6. And he is highly rated. Like, we know he's a highly rated midfielder. He's a very highly profile midfielder. So, what? Like,
mean,
would you let him go for less than 100 million, knowing what you know now of how much people are trying to spend on all these other midfielders? I know you're like kind of pissed at him, but
yeah, but not enough to lose money on him. That'd be doing him a favor.
well, yeah, it make it easy on him as well. So.
Exactly. For me, the way I see it, I think if we get 100 mil for Enzo, I think I'd be content. I'd even go as low as 80 mil. I know.
Even like other players are going around 80 a minimum, like these other players.
Mm-hmm. And it's possible. It's not like impossible. He's on low wages.
Who, Enzo? Yeah, I mean, what, he's 50?
I mean,
Ish.
I don't think so, actually.
I think he is, isn't he? That's what his standard was when he first came in, I'm pretty sure.
Let me see.
It's reached like 32 degrees in here.
Sorry, Chris. Sorry you live in a...
That's like 90 Fahrenheit for you.
Pizza chicken oven. Oh my days. Oh my days. Haiti almost scored an own goal. 180 million pounds per... 180,000, sorry. 180,000 pounds per week.
Yeah.
So it's affordable for other clubs.
I mean, Real Madrid probably give him 250 standard, roughly.
It's possible.
He is a good midfielder. He can get you goals, he can get you assists. He can also, like, we know he can pass and link up. He's a bit of a cone. Like, that's his weakness a bit. Like, he did leave, obviously, Caicedo to be alone in the island at times, especially under Poch. But, like, there's a great player in there. Like, you see him at Argentina, he does well there too. At Real Madrid, I no doubt he's gonna like do fine for Real Madrid. And this is why I don't want to let him go for under 100 million. No way.
I mean, I think that's fair.
I would straight refuse like that if it was up to me. I said you're even paying like around 100 to 110 minimum, or we're not even going to talk about it.
If we buy players from Real Madrid, like a Nico Paz, right, and we kind of fund them so they can fund us, I think it's possible that he goes for 120.
Who, Enzo?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, possibly.
Yeah. So we'll see. It's not impossible, is what I'm trying to get at. And like I said, even with a midfield 3, Chris, I'll be honest, I don't think he's going to suit the Premier League. I just think the Premier League is too physical. I think it works for Argentina because obviously Argentina, international football, there's always more space. It's less tactical. It's more or less system based.
Messi and all that. I know Messi.
And you have Messi, who that's another thing. To be fair to Enzo, I think because we've lacked such a good 10. That too, because we've lacked a good striker and a 10 combo and good wingers. We have wingers under Enzo. We've had wingers that have failed to score, lose possession all the time, and that puts pressure on the midfield. Because when you give the ball to Messi, chances are he's not giving the ball away. You give the ball to Lautaro, chances are he's in a goal-scoring position and he's going to score for you. So you don't have to worry about giving the ball away. You don't have to worry about defending. So it takes that aspect out of his game out of it. Plus, he has a McAllister who's willing to be a workhorse as well. Rodrigo De Paul, who does a lot of work for him as well. So he doesn't have to bear all the load. Plus, Messi does enough creativity on his own. We don't have to rely on Enzo Fernandez to do the creativity. So it's a completely different team that works so much better for Enzo Fernandez than it does here at Chelsea. So again, like we've had to adapt and tweak.
You rely on anyone to create for us this season.
Not at all.
Like Cole Palmer was nowhere to create either for him.
And again,
Enzo or Neto.
And again, I'll praise Enzo for the ability to be good enough to actually adapt your game and do well in a position where you're not even used to, like box crashing. But when you start doing all this, when you start going on in multiple interviews, and, you know, flirting with the idea of Madrid, but not saying you want to go to Madrid. Brother, I can read in between the lines. This is where we actually start reading in between the lines.
Oh yeah, if Real Madrid come with an offer and we accept, he's gone. Like he wouldn't like refuse it or nothing like that.
Like imagine after all this, he comes out himself and says, "Oh yeah, no, I have a contract with Chelsea. I'm happy at Chelsea." I think it's a bold-faced lie if he does that.
I think he's content with Chelsea. It's just he knows like at Real Madrid, like that's the move. Like he wants to aim for that. Yeah. And the way we've been, like as well, I'm not gonna like blame him 100%. We have been messing
I don't
around
blame
with,
him
like
100%
him,
either.
Caicedo, even the Palmer to extent as well. Reece James, especially Reece James, like he deserves a Premier League the most out of all of them. But we messed around. We've not really built a good squad for the last 3-4 seasons. So
yeah, no, 100%. So I listen. I don't 100% blame him, but it does annoy me a little bit. It does annoy me a little bit the way he's acting.
Understand.
And listen, he has credit in the bank, right? In terms of wanting to leave. You've been here for 4 years. You're one of the OGs. So you've been through hell and high water with us. That's fine.
Yeah, just
But
how.
now the way you want to leave, we could tell you're angry and you're emotional, but you're now burning fans as well in the process. And that's where I'm like, okay, that's not cool, you know? So we'll see. I'll be happy with 80 mil. Well, I'll be content, not happy, right? But if we can get more, I'm okay with that if we can get more.
No, I'm okay with like 100 to 120. I couldn't go under 100. Not of the market we know. I want the best like money wise we can get. So I would accept 100, but I'd try to aim for 120 if Chelsea can, because he is a high profile name and everything. Everyone knows who Enzo is. We know what he's capable of, and Real Madrid know what he's capable of. I'm sure Jose probably wants him because he's a great midfielder to have. And he said he's a Toni Kroos replacement, who's what, 25, 26, 25. I don't know his exact age, but
He's 25.
Him and Caicedo were supposed to build something at Chelsea. Those two midfielders.
Yeah.
Around them.
Listen, we can build around Caicedo. I'm happy to do that, and we'll
Hopefully
work around
Santos
it.
grows into it.
Caicedo's a better midfielder, anyways, in my opinion.
I do agree. Like he's more complete in Enzo, and I would value him more. But like, I thought they could be perfect together, but just not meant to be.
No, it's not meant to be. You know, just like N'Golo Kante, Frank Kessie were meant to be, but we move.
My God. You're shameless. You're still keeping that Kessie. I can't believe he's not even 30 yet. You've been going on about him for like 10 years.
Yeah, and Morocco just scored, just like Frank Kessie scored last week or earlier this week.
He scored?
So, yeah, he scored, man. He scored. And you know what? An Ahmed Nation failed to score when he had a clear-cut opportunity to score for Ivory Coast. And as a result, Ivory Coast lost. Ahmed Nation has blood on their hands, and so does Adringa. Adringa and Barcola, both of you,
Neymar
dead to
is
me.
coming on.
Dead to me. Adringa and Barcola, both dead to me. All right, this is the point where I switch over to the Brazil game because you just said Neymar's coming on.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I thought I was saying, you know, it's a big moment.
CP, hold that because you didn't start. And you said he was going to start, you fraud.
He's been injured all the way through until now.
The amount of hope.
What injury was it?
His knee. His knee.
He's always having knee issues though, because since
his knee's crooked.
Yeah.
He's got a crooked knee now, like a
That's
crooked
fucked.
leg. He walks bowed almost. Yeah, it's really
Surprised
fucked.
he hasn't retired yet.
That's why we don't like Uruguay. Because Uruguay did that to him. But now I can't get the game to load, so great.
Great.
Anyways, let's move on to the next topic. And one of the last few topics that we have left is not going to be like a 3-hour show. I'm nearly done,
Unless
actually.
there's 20 people on the panel, maybe it would be.
Oh, but yeah, that's what I mean. So yeah, well, Neymar's coming on. Cool, I see it. We'll see what happens. Watch him completely have a stinker.
He might.
Yeah, he might. Anyways, next topic is this one, ladies and gents. Maresca fetching a heavy fee for Chelsea. Thank you, Maresca, my gaffer, one more time, doing it for Chelsea. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. In a time of need, bringing us money.
I don't know.
I like the spin. I love the spin.
Yeah, man. Breaking. Chelsea will receive £17.2 million from Man City for Enzo Maresca, according to DiMarzio. Maresca is Italian. DiMarzio, reliable Italian source.
Could Garnacho get you that money in 2026?
Let's hope. Let's hope. But Maresca, my gaffer, getting more money for Chelsea. We love to hear it. A financial settlement worth over £10 million to Chelsea for Enzo Maresca is thought to be the likely outcome, with negotiations between Chelsea and Man City over the finer details ongoing. Ladies and gents, thank you, Maresca. Thank you, Maresca. I think we also made money off of Gary O'Neill, so that's another one too. So we've actually made money off of our managers and coaches, which is actually great. Never expected that one. But yeah, my gaffer. Everybody knows. The Ahmed nations are dead. Yeah, 100%. Get him gone. Get him gone. Ahmed thinks he's winning the war. Nope, the nations are falling one by one. That's losing a war if I've ever seen it. Right? It's like, no, let me not make a World War II reference. Anyways. Oh, man. Maresca, £17 million. Time will tell. We'll see the official number. But over £10 million for Enzo Maresca to go to Man City. I think that's good business, Chris. What do you think?
I love the spin because a lot of Chelsea fans who didn't like him, of course. And there's a fair few Chelsea fans who didn't like him for whatever reason, saying, look now, like he snaked us. Not you, Master. He's saying he made us 17 million.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I understand why he wanted to leave. He got fucked off of like our board and directors trying to sign just City X players and not sign him centre back or goalkeeper he wanted. He won us trophies. He won us. He got us top 4 as well. He didn't get a raise or nothing, but the directors did. So I understand. Did he do it the wrong way? Yeah, I do agree. It's the wrong way to do it, like him and City. Should have waited the end of the season, realistically. That'd be more respectful and not kind of mess up our season, but it's been done, I'll be honest. Like, and if you can give us like 17 million, it just adds for our transfer funds, I guess, or whatever.
It feels a kind of weak, bro.
I think he's been thrown to the deep end of the City team, though. Like, a lot of them are leaving, getting older. Yeah, you still got Haaland, of course, and Rodri is still getting older. I don't know what Rodri.
But they're going to back him at least, Chris. If he wants a player, they're going to go get it.
You think?
Is the way he
but
wants.
They've been getting less and less like over the years with Pep. So.
What do you mean, Chris? It's Man City. They're the most perfect club ever.
You know they got a case.
They have perfect transfer windows.
Okay. You know, like with the FFP as well, like the 115 charges. So we don't know what's gonna happen with like that. Do they get deducted but heavily with points or transfer ban as well this season? So he could be thrown to the deep end instantly, and the City fans might just not like him because, you know, they had the greatness of Pep, and then you go to Enzo Maresca. No offense to him. He's a solid coach, I think. He's a decent coach, but he's no Pep Guardiola. The only Pep Guardiola about him, they look similar. That's about it. Yeah,
he's of the same school of thought, you know?
Pardon?
So, he's of the same school of thought, so, like,
yeah,
it's a seamless transition, in a sense. Like, Maresca's smart enough to know this is how Pep used to do things, this and that. Like, we'll transition out of this to the way I want to play slowly but surely, but yeah, nothing bad will happen to City. They'll get whatever they want this summer, probably.
They're going to play the Enzo Maresca way, and only his way. So, I'm curious how he does at City, but I can't imagine him lasting too long. I think he's just going to be like, he's a scapegoat as well, maybe at City, because City going to go through it, I think. Unless I'm wrong, they buy all these players and, you know, and back him fully. And
what do you mean by City go through? Like
I said, these players are getting older. They're 115, right? We don't know if they're going to get point deduction, the transfer ban, or all sorts of whatever. Like I said, they got Haaland and stuff like that, but like they haven't won the league for 2 seasons with Pep Guardiola, remember? 2 seasons now. That's unheard of. Yeah, and now they've just gone to Enzo Maresca. So, do you see Enzo Maresca winning his first season for City?
I could see it being possible.
I mean, there's always a possibility. I just don't see it.
Listen, He took this Chelsea team
I know.
that we understand now is worse than what it looks like on paper. Remember, we finished. Where did we finish? 8th this season or 10th?
Oh, lower. I think it's 10th or something.
Right. Listen, I'm trying to forget this season. That's how I can't remember, man. Standings. We finished in 10th place.
Oh yeah.
When he left, we finished in 10th. He had us in 4th. Last season in December, he had us in a title race. Early in this season, we were flirting with it. We were within arm's reach of Arsenal. He leaves and everything falls apart. So the way I see it, you give a manager that was overachieving with Chelsea better players, what can he do when he has the actual player and the teams and the quality that he wants? I think it's possible. He has a much better team. It's like he took a Honda Civic and modded it the fuck out in Chelsea and just to compete in drag races. Now he's getting a Lamborghini. You know what I'm saying? It's different. It's different. And I know you know cars, Chris. So,
Sorry, what?
I know you know cars. You're underestimating that City team. They still have a lot of young, good players. So I'm saying, man, they have a lot of young players. They have a lot of, good talent. Nico Riley, best left back in the league or best young player in the season. All that fun stuff. They still have a Rodri, who we don't know if he's going to leave. But he's probably going to stay.
But he isn't the same
Still have
Rodri
Haaland.
from the injury, I don't think.
But Maresca
Still
might be able to
Rodri.
mitigate it. Yeah, it's still Rodri. We'll see. There's very good players there. It's a better team. It's a better
It's better
squad
than
on
Chelsea.
paper than Chelsea.
It's better than Chelsea,
and if
yeah.
you had
They got
Chelsea
Turkey
in a
too.
top 4 race, you know what I'm saying?
I think he winning a trophy is just like winning a league or Champions League. It's a different ball game still.
It is a different ball game, but with better
Then
players
again,
brings more
who's good in the Premier
consistency.
League? You got Arsenal, yeah, of course, but Man United are still not done nothing this window so far.
Exactly.
Liverpool, I don't know what we're gonna get out of them, and Chelsea, we don't know what we're gonna get either fully. But we have a good manager and some good players, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, again, time will tell. It's not official yet, but I'm sure it will become official at some point. Looks like this deal is getting closed out, but we're making money during it, which is great. We love that. We love that. So, yeah, more money means more transfers. More transfers mean building a better team. Hopefully, it doesn't always translate that way. But all right, let's get to, I think, the final 3 topics of the show. Big up to every single one of you tuning in. I know Brazil is on right now. I know Neymar is on. So big up if you're still here paying attention to the news and all that. We do appreciate it. Chris, I have bad news for you.
Why? Oh, yeah, I've already seen that. Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into it. This topic originally wasn't going to be about this, but it ended up being about this. So we'll get to that at the end. So it was going to just be a heartwarming piece on Reece and how he feels and everything going into the tournament. So let's get into that, and then we'll talk about what's going on now. So Reece James had not played for England for 2 years when Thomas Tuchel took over, but there was never any doubt that the Chelsea captain would be a favorite for the German. Matt Law explains why Tuchel has placed so much faith in James despite the defender's injury struggles. Tuchel and James are said to speak weekly and message regularly. It is believed Tuchel put James's mind at rest about his inclusion into the World Cup squad well ahead of the official tournament. Reece James on where Thomas Tuchel ranks. With what I've worked with, the best. There's various reasons why, but I think he brought trophies to the club when we probably least expected it in a very difficult period. It has been noticeable that Reece James has started to do more interviews for club and country, appearing more relaxed in front of the cameras and the microphones. Chelsea insiders say that he's a vocal presence who is listened to by all levels of staff and players. He is capable of keeping teammates in check if they are late or need reminding of their responsibilities, and helps to run the players' fine system with the rest of the leadership group. But I'm told he's a bad leader. Okay. Thomas Tuchel has a number of leaders in his England squad, but Reece James is the only outfield player who is captain of their club. His leadership skills have become increasingly evident, and he has not been sent off in 2 seasons, which is great to hear. Reece James has insisted he can play all of England's World Cup games and is expected to start. Well, there's a kiss of death. Is expected to start against Tuchel's side's face Ghana in Boston. There have been times in the past where this desperation to play regularly resulted in him pushing himself too hard, but a sign of his maturity has been his willingness to share all elements of his lifestyle with a team of medics and specialists. Reece James wears an Aura ring that provides round-the-clock insights into sleep, fitness, and stress, while James works closely with experts on his diet, nutrition, and hydration. Chelsea's performance and rehabilitation physiotherapist Ben McDonald was effectively assigned to the well-being of James. The pair work together closely inside and outside the club and have built a strong professional relationship. Thomas Tuchel, in regards to Reece James, Reece had his injuries, unfortunately for him and unfortunately for Chelsea, but you can see now he's actually reaching a kind of sweet spot of excitement and hunger and joy to be back on the pitch. He can produce special moments at any time. He has the body to defend at the highest level in the physicality, so it's a full package. He gives us flexibility because he plays many times for Chelsea as a number 6, so he is a candidate to play there as well. Right fullback is his main position for us, but he stays and is an alternative in the middle of the pitch. And then the recent news. Tuchel's selections could also be affected by Reece James, who is thought to have felt something in the Ghana draw. Potentially another hamstring injury, people. Time will tell.
Right?
Probably minor. Time will tell. We will look into it because it wasn't that long ago where I heard a source say that Saka had ruptured his Achilles and he showed up for the Ghana game. So apparently he didn't rupture his Achilles.
That's what was said?
Someone said that he ruptured his Achilles, yes.
Damn, that would be massive,
yeah, but it was a lie. So there's a lot of lies going on about injuries and just to invoke more drama around.
Is anyone be overreacting to Reece James's news, or it's like sell him, stuff like that?
No, not that I know of. He had a little
injury. Oh, I ain't heard that voice in a while.
Well, you heard it again.
Yeah, sadly. I'm like, if you remember with what's his name, Messina, where he played three games in the same week, right, back to back, 90 minutes something. He did get a minor hamstring, but he was back in less than a month. Yeah, he could have a little minor one and miss the last game against Panama Navy. Hopefully it's just that. If he does, hopefully it's not an injury. Hopefully it's just like a scare or whatever. But yeah, I don't think it's like that deep. I don't know. Like,
there you go.
He's not had any major injuries.
Reece James being monitored for England for a minor hamstring injury. The FA declined to comment. Yeah.
Without bias.
As an honest Chelsea fan without bias, you clearly have a bias. I no longer count on Reece James as a reliable player anymore, even though he was fit for most of the season. Okay, fam.
Yeah, first comment.
That's not bias.
I don't know if he's a Chelsea fan sometimes. I just like Arsenal fans or something, just trolling.
I wish there was a dislike button on fucking Twitter. I would dislike the shit out of that.
Elon needs to bring it. Then again, Elon might get a lot of dislikes on his comments.
Yeah, that's true. Morocco
but no, I'm not even that concerned. I'll be honest. Like, he is playing overlapping wing back now, though. He did get knocked around a little bit at one point. I was surprised. I'm not sure if you watched the Garner game, but
it was physical. Him and Semenyo
knocked him on his ass a bit because he lost balance and he went down to the ground.
It was a physical battle. It was a very physical battle.
Battling Semenyo is not easy.
No, it's not. He's a tough one. That guy's strong as fuck.
He's strong and technical and quick and everything, and Reece had to deal with that until he moved to the central. He some reason moved to the central area afterwards. But it could be a scare.
It could just be a scare. It could be a tweak. Like Reece likes to play it safe nowadays. So if he feels something,
I'm glad he does.
Which is what was reported. He said he felt something. Yeah. Not that he was out injured. He was still playing. He finished the game. Declan Rice also finished the game. He had like a calf
who is the
injury.
backup for England, the right back? Because I don't know why they didn't bring in Trent.
Trent Alexander-Arnold. Oh
no,
wait,
he's not. No, he's not in the squad. That's what surprised me. So why wouldn't you take Trent on as a backup?
nah, that's not a surprise. Trent shit.
Okay, but then who's that back? I don't even know who the backup right back.
He doesn't even start for Real Madrid. You know that, right? He's benched.
No, I get that, but still, like I don't know who the England's right. Is it Chalobah? Did Chalobah come and replace the right
Oh
back?
my God, no! Don't do this again, Thomas Tuchel. Oh no, don't do that again. No. Let me look at the squad. I can tell you right now. Hold on.
I can't think of a right back for England right now.
No, pull up
The
the
only
thing.
one potentially is like Chalobah.
England.
But
By the way, England should have lost that game because they
Yes.
should have gotten a penalty. I can't lie.
like England had
That was a
some
clear
chances,
stone
but like
cold penalty.
the Garner's defense was actually quite good. The keeper was solid. But yeah, that penalty, I was
Nico
Yeah, that was
Riley, Chalobah, Dan
he
Burn,
flew
Jet
into
Spence,
the guy's
maybe?
legs.
Kwanzaa,
No, he's-
maybe as well?
Con's a centre back. Spence is a
I
left
think
back.
Kwanzaa can play fullback.
We can play right back maybe. Maybe.
Maybe.
But so does Chalobah, you know? He could play right back as well. So.
Yeah. Or maybe he goes into a back three and he plays with wing backs. I don't know.
But yeah, Spence is a left back, and he actually played really well. I'm not sure if you really noticed, but going forward, he actually looked very good, surprisingly. But yeah, Reece, I think we always gonna say this. Reece is always gonna get his minor hamstring issues. He's not gonna be like completely free from these
Yeah,
injuries.
100%.
Depends on how much you play him and how hard he plays. He's got to pick him up, and there's no avoiding it. But all we can pray for, right? He doesn't get the serious ongoing serious hamstring injuries. where
No
he's out for the
tear
whole
or
season.
some bullshit like that.
Yeah, you don't want the big ones, and
Mm-hmm.
these are just gonna be expected. So that's why I'm not that worried at the minute, or like upset about it or whatever. Yeah, I think it's just normal, in a
I
sense,
agree.
or it could be just like you said, a scare.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. So time will tell. We'll keep an eye on it. And then we'll report over here on Sunday when we do the Casually Chelsea show again. Because, guys, it's nonstop. There's a lot of news, and we want to be sure to cover it as much as possible. You guys tend to enjoy
You
this
don't
show
normally
the
do
most.
Wednesdays, do you? Thursdays.
It's been a while since I've done Wednesdays, but it's mostly because, you know, the season's going on during the middle of the week. So I try to keep it short, and there's usually not much news going on. But now we have a lot of news, so we're kind of doubling up where we can. By the way we should be doubling up on the news is the way you guys should be doubling up on the like button, because I just saw the like button and I am absolutely appalled. Yeah, not enough likes. Not enough likes for missing the whole entire game just to get you guys the news. All right, so
Pele.
yeah, I'm missing Neymar right now because I'm here to give you guys the news as soon as it comes out, and I only have like 19 likes. So let's get that like up, guys, just so you can show your appreciation for me doing this during the game. And then I'll be back again for the watch along after this of Mexico, and I think it's who are Mexico playing? Not South Korea, Czechia. Mexico, Czechia.
Czech Republic at least.
Yep, it's Czechia now. It's not Czech Republic.
They're last place, right?
As
I recall?
No, I think South Africa is.
Nah, I'm pretty sure they are. Oh,
You
no,
can
they're
check.
joint.
There you go.
But like I say, they could be last, like I said.
It could be. So that's what I'm telling you, people. Smash up the like button because I'll be here to do the watch along for that as well. So I appreciate you guys smashing that like if you just did. And let's keep it going because I would like to get to 50 even after the fact. But okay, cool. Let's go on to the final topics of the show. We return with this segment, ladies and gents. It's the one to watch segment because apparently we're linked to this player as well. And this link came out today or yesterday. And it's Gabriel Gudmundsson. So, you're probably asking, who the fuck is Gudmundsson? And why do I know that name? He's currently playing in the World Cup. And let's discuss it. So, he is a fullback for Leeds. Chelsea internally discussed Leeds fullback Gudmundsson as an option to replace Cucurella. And this is coming from... I'm sorry, hold on. This is journalist for Sports Expressen. Okay, Chris had to leave. It's no big deal. Big up, Chris. Thank you for coming on. So I think he's Danish. I forgot his nationality. Hold up, chat. Oh my God. Okay, Gabriel Gudmundsson. No, Swedish. Sorry, chat. Swedish player. And I did notice him in the Sweden game the other day. He actually is pretty attacking. He doesn't seem that bad. Gudmundsson's last season causing all sorts of problems as an attacking left back against Man City. Displayed some wicked crosses in this game. Feel like some people just see the name and a team and say no, he used to play for Lille. So Araujo is also another one that we're linked to and all that stuff. One to watch. He plays for Sweden. You could see something happen. You could see maybe nothing happen. And to be honest, when we did this segment last week, we talked about Ibrahim Maza and Musa from Algeria. They just played, and Musa maybe doesn't look too good. He looks a little bit more on the raw side. But Maza, if you guys were in chat and you were watching with us, Ibrahim Maza is one serious contender. Definitely one to watch. So for sure, keep your eyes on that player and keep your eyes on this player as well, as we may potentially, maybe put in a bid. He could be on our list. He could be our third, fourth, fifth option. But definitely links to Chelsea and one to look out for as well. So that's on Gabriel Gudmundsson. How much he would go for, we don't know. He plays for Leeds, so I can't imagine it'll be that much. Also, his age, he is 27 years old, so could be just the experience signing that we want to get over as like a backup or a rotational piece to Jarell Hato. We will see. We will maybe be able to tell soon, but one to definitely look into for sure. But yes, referee view of Carlo Ancelotti is very strange. Anyways, 20 million max, I doubt it. In this economy, I doubt anyone's going for that cheap unless it's some player from the Brazilian league or whatever. Like the player economy right now is over the roof. So I doubt he'd be going for that cheap. But that's on Gudmundsson. One to keep an eye out for. He plays for Sweden. So next time we see Sweden play, definitely look out for his name on the team sheet. Next one we want to move on to is Thiago Silva, who rejoins Fluminense, people. Remember, Thiago Silva, last we talked about him, potentially considering retiring. And man loves the game so much, he said, fuck that, I ain't retiring no time soon. I'm here to stay. I ain't going nowhere. Big up to him, bro. I appreciate it. Love to see it. He goes back to his country. He goes back home and goes back to Fluminense to represent them one more time, potentially another time. Thiago Silva has rejoined Fluminense on contract until the end of the year, a one-year contract. Who knows when the guy is going to put the boots, hang up the boots? Who knows when he's going to decide to call it quits and get into coaching. But I'm here to see it. The guy is still such a good player. The guy just won with Porto, and who knows, maybe he wins with Fluminense or comes close. But it's I gotta respect it. One of the best center backs that we've had at Chelsea. He's continuing his time and his career over at other clubs, and I'm all for it, man. Another how old is he? 42 now? 43? Let me just look this up. Thiago Silva is 41 years old, going to be turning 42 in September. So great on Thiago Silva. Happy for him. Happy for his family that probably are still in England, to be fair, because Isago, his son, still plays for the Chelsea Academy. So maybe he comes back to Chelsea at some point in a coaching role. We'll see. Or the Premier League. But he is earning his coaching stripes. He will be in management in the future. I guarantee you that. Excuse the yawn, guys. Sorry. We're getting towards the end of the show, and then I got to set up the watch along, get some food at some point. Maybe even work out a little bit. I don't know. My life is a mess right now. But big up to every single one of you, obviously, for being here. And again, smashing up that like button because we do want to try to get to 50 likes. But yeah, this is awesome for Thiago Silva. You guys know I love Thiago Silva. I'm a big fan of him. And he's my first Chelsea jersey, Chelsea kit. So big up to him. Hopefully he prospers over there as well. Last segment of the show today, guys. And like I said, a short and sweet show. Plenty of other things to talk about on Sunday as well. We'll have plenty of news, and we'll touch base on whether or not this whole Lacroix situation gets sealed and done. Hopefully even tonight. Who knows? Tomorrow morning I might wake up. It might be a here we go for Lacroix. Hopefully that's the case. Preseason tour, ladies and gents. Here we go. Here are the dates. If you're in Australia, if you're in Hong Kong, if you're in Indonesia, if you're in Malaysia, save the dates. Go and see your Chelsea play. Hopefully, they don't disappoint us. It will be Xavi Alonso ball. It'll be one amazing thing to watch. It's an experience, people. I love to see the foreign fans come out for these events. I love to see how the U.S. fans turn out whenever they're at the U.S. Obviously, I'm going to be selfish in this occasion. I wish they were coming to the U.S. again so I can come and back my team. But, yeah, unfortunately, not the case. So it is what it is. But big up to, obviously, all the Chelsea fans in Sydney, Australia, and Hong Kong, Indonesia, and Indonesia and Malaysia, who are going to go be able to watch a game of Chelsea's. And hopefully the tour goes well. And look, we're playing the Sydney Wanderers. Then we're playing Tottenham in Sydney as well. Juve in Hong Kong. AC Milan in Indonesia. And I don't know who this last team is. What the fuck is that team, man? Yahor? Who are you calling a whore? Like, I don't know who this fucking last team is, bro. So it is what it is. Hey, I'm all for it. And if we can find a way to watch the games, who knows what the goddamn time zone is going to be like. It'll be weird for here in the US for sure. So we will see. And if I can, maybe do a watch along for them, I will. But it'll be interesting to see the Alonso era, which, by the way, ladies and gents, the Alonso era officially starts 1 week from today, or yesterday if you're in the UK. But 1 week from today, the Alonso era officially begins, which it already has begun, to be honest. So, yeah. Preseason tour dates there for you guys to see if you are in those areas, which I don't know if anyone in the chat is actually from those areas. I doubt it, because that would be a wicked time zone for you guys to be tuning into this show, unless you're an insomniac. And yeah, we'll see where that goes. But hey, I'm all for it. Happy for Chelsea to be touring the world. And hopefully there'll be a better Chelsea this season than last season for sure. Fuck Blueco. We don't care about Blueco, but we care about Chelsea, our club. That being said, ladies and gents, I'm going to do the watch along. I'm going to set up that right now. I'm going to try to figure out what the fuck I'm going to do, whether food or whatever. Haiti are officially eliminated from the World Cup now. Upsetting for my Haitian friends. Upsetting for, all those who support. But it is what it is. Oh, third place rankings. Here we go. Bosnia are in. Sweden are in contention. Croatia, Algeria, Paraguay. Scotland currently are in contention. We'll see what happens, because it all depends on DR Congo, Ecuador, Senegal, and Czechia. Yeah, as of right now, Scotland are in. Time will tell. But Paraguay, Algeria, Croatia, Sweden looking like they're in some pretty good positions to advance as well. So, a Dingra raid. A Dingra, are you fucking kidding me? Who the fuck raided me, bro? Who the fuck raided me for this Adringa bullshit? Is this Staffy? It's probably Staffy. Staffy, you did it, didn't you? A Dingra raid. Go fuck yourself, bro. I'm so fucking tired of this fucking fraud, bro. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the raid, Staffy. Thank you for the raid. Fuck Adringa. I'm over this guy, bro. That guy's a fraud. I swear to God, if I ever see him, bro, I'm throwing that Grimace Cup. I'm going to find tickets for that Ivory Coast game tomorrow in Philly. And if I find tickets, I'm bringing this. I left the fucking cup upstairs. I'm bringing that stupid fucking cup. And it's on site with Adringa. Smash them likes. I appreciate it, guys. We're actually just about to wrap up, too, because we just finished our show. We're going to start setting up for the watch along. I'm going to probably be watching Mexico versus Czechia, because it's going to decide Czechia's fate. I think South Korea should comfortably be able to beat South Africa. It is what it is, South Africa. No offense, but, you literally rolled out the red carpet for Mexico in that first game. And second game, unlucky. Weren't able to get much off. So it is what it is. I think players should be coming back from suspension this game as well for South Africa. But I do think Korea have a decent enough quality. So we'll see how that turns out. And they beat Czechia. So Czechia are going to go all out here. We just looked at the table as well. If Czechia win, they should be in the top 8 of third place teams. So we'll go from there. But yeah, lots of news today that we covered. The whole Palestra news and Lacroix. Things have calmed down. Gusto also leaving. Things have relatively calmed down now, and we'll see within the next 24 hours if any progress is made on Lacroix. Hopefully, Chelsea believed Lacroix would add height and physicality to the defense. So yeah, we have more news on Lacroix. Nothing about a finish and done deal. So we'll keep I'll keep our eyes out, and we will report on it potentially. Well, not even potentially. Very likely Sunday. And we'll have another Casually Chelsea show to talk about all the Chelsea news and all the BS that is going on at Chelsea. But so far, so good. Palestra looks like a very, very good talent. And whatchamacallit, Lacroix was my number 1 choice in the current center back market in terms of one to bring in. So far, so good. It looks like things are changing for Chelsea. Hopefully that is the case. And I'm not, biting my own, or not, reaping what I sow. No, biting my own words. I think that's what I meant to say. So yeah, big up chat. Appreciate you guys tuning in, even though I was late as fuck. Thank you for tuning in, even though the game was going on. Won't happen again, hopefully, because that traffic was brutal. But yeah, appreciate y'all tuning in. No raid. We're gonna end it right here. We'll see y'all hopefully for the watch along of Mexico versus Czechia, and we'll catch you soon. Have a good night, y'all. Peace, and as always, stay casual and
good night, guys. Pajita and sleep.
Jerk off.
Oh, but he didn't sleep.
Yeah, and sleep.